we present Jimmy Clitheroe as the Clitheroe Kid, with Peter Sinclair, Patricia Burke, Danny Ross and Diana Day in...
Grandad's Mysterious Illness. Ozzy, don't snore when I'm talking to you on the phone. Listen, Fatty, I was telling you, I'm making a fortune with my latest scheme. Yeah, flogging meat pies. That's why I'm never in school for me dinner. I go to the meat pie shop and get the order for the navvies. It's the ones mending the road near our school. Oh, they'll be working there for ages. Every time one of them picks up his shovel, the others go on strike. Yes, I fetch their pies and they give me 2 free ones for myself. So I save 1 and 3pence a day. The 1 and 3pence my mum gives me for my school dinner. Well, I'm saving the money to buy something for my mum's birthday. Who's a liar? I'm buying her a brand new all-electric standard gauge train set. You what? She's too old for it. Well, she can always give it to me, can't she? Well, just you keep quiet about it, that's all. I'll see you tomorrow then. Ta-ra! Hope my mum's made me a big tea. I don't think 2 meat pies are enough dinner for a growing lad. Pour the tea out, cut the cake, Jimmy's tummy's doing the shake.
You be quiet a minute. Do you think you'll be able to manage this job, Father?
Of course, it's only 2 hours a day, Monday to Friday. And it's a job I think I could really enjoy.
What is it? Be a taster in a brewery?
Shut up, Jimmy. Pat, I'll drop my suit in at Wilson's the Cleaners on my way to the Rose and Crown tonight, and I'll get it back tomorrow.
But the cleaners will be closed by the time you get there, Father.
No, they won't. I'm going early to the pub tonight.
I've got to go to the shops. If you've gone before I'm back, I'll see you later. Much later by the sound of it.
Oh, don't worry, Pat. I'll behave myself. Well, I've got to be off now.
Oh, but Grandad, there's still some questions I want to ask you about this job.
What questions?
Well, what do you do? Where do you do it? And the most important of all, when you do get your wages, how much extra spending money is there in it for me?
I might have guessed you'd be tapping me for more money. It's like living with a human leech.
Oh, go on, Grandad. What is this marvellous job?
Well, it's one your headmaster has recommended me for. Helping out with the school meals.
Oh, good. That'll be fun. You'll be able to slip me a few extra bangers and dollops of Oh, heck.
What's the matter?
It's the pies. The surprise. You'll get see me when I'm not there. And that's how you'll know, so I'll have to be there, won't I?
Oh, you talk more like Daft Alfie every day. Now, out of my way, Jimmy. I'm going up the stairs.
Oh, but Grandad.
Answer that door.
Right, Grandad. Oh, heck. That's the end of the pie swindle. 1 and 3pence a day down the drain. Just when I got it organised. Who is it?
You call, mister. How many bags do you want?
Call at this time of the night?
Well, I'm sorry, but I've got a very slow horse.
Oh, very funny, Alfie. Come in.
What's up? You sound like you'd lost a shilling and found a hole in your pants pocket.
It's me Grandad.
What's wrong with him?
Our teacher told us the word to describe what happens when people get old and start doing strange, daft things. Alfie, me Grandad's going feline.
Feline? What that's to do with animals, isn't it?
Yeah, he started acting the goat. He keeps doing funny things. I'm very worried about this job he's got.
What job?
Well, he shouldn't be doing it. He's too old and he's not safe to be trusted. Not if he's going bonkers.
Your Grandad? Well, I've never noticed he's going bonkers.
I know. My mum and Susan haven't either. Because it's just little things he does that are daft. I'm the only one that spotted them. He's going off his chump.
Oh. Now, don't talk daft. You're making it up.
Shh. He's just going out. Look.
Oh, Jimmy. I'm off to the Rose and Crown. So, tell your mother I've gone and I've taken my best suit.
Yes, Grandad. They're going to clean it and press it for you, aren't they?
Ah, that's right, Jimmy. Well, cheerio now.
Cheerio, Grandad. There you are, Alfie. You heard that, didn't you?
Yeah, but it sounded like he's taking his suit to be cleaned and pressed at the pub.
I know. Now will you believe he's going off his rocker?
No, this is serious. This is. He's going like me, Uncle Willie.
I didn't know you had an Uncle Willie.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, he's just about your granddad's age and he started doing funny things. You know, the other night he must have been sleepwalking because he found him on the roof. When he woke up, he said he'd gone up to mend the TV aerial.
Well, what's wrong with that?
They haven't got a set.
Anyway, I wish me Grandad would do something like that. Me man would be sure to notice it then.
Ah, your granddad wouldn't be daft enough to do anything like that.
No. So there's only one thing for it. We'll have to do it for him.
Oh, yes, I see what... Hey, now then, I'm not helping you.
Alfie, you wouldn't want to marry a girl whose granddad poisoned 300 kids, would you?
Oh, no, I mean, my dad had never agreed to that. You what?
His job. Me granddad couldn't be trusted to do the right thing. He'd probably make the kids coffee with DDT powder. You are going to help me with this, aren't you?
Oh, all right, I'll do anything I can to help.
Good. Hey, not a word to anybody, though. Just meet me outside our house this time tomorrow with a clean copy of tonight's paper.
Righto. What for?
Oh, you'll see. And don't be surprised if you hear that he's been sleepwalking tonight.
I didn't know your granddad was a sleepwalker.
Neither does he. Yet. Well, that's me breakfast finished. Now all I want is a gallon of stomach medicine.
I won't cook your breakfast for you again.
Can I have that in writing?
All right, stop arguing and make less noise. I don't think your granddad's feeling very well this morning.
Well, I'm not surprised. Last night he shouted, good little lads, I'm away to my bed. I walked straight in the greenhouse.
He didn't sleep there. Perhaps he went in to get everything ready for those plants he's going to dig up this morning for Tommy Twig.
But, Mother, he's already dug the plants up.
Huh?
I've seen them in the boxes when I went for the milk.
But he can't have dug them up. He hasn't been downstairs yet.
Shh, he's coming. Susan, soak his cornflakes, quick.
What?
So they won't make a noise when he pours the milk on them. Morning, Grandad.
Oh, don't make so much noise. Oh, my head.
What do you want for breakfast, Father?
Oh, nothing, Pat. Just a cup of strong black coffee.
Do you want two of them tablets, Grandad? You know, the ones on the telly that go... Psh.
That'll do, Jimmy. Just be quiet, will you?
Here, sit down, Father, and... Oh, look what you've done.
Oh, what is it?
It's your carpet slippers. You've got one brown and one black one on.
I know he's got another pair like them upstairs.
And look, Grandad, they're covered in mud.
Mud? Of course they're not. How did all that mud get on my carpet slippers?
Well, perhaps you had a straw round the garden.
I've only just come downstairs.
Well, perhaps you've just had a straw round your window box.
Jimmy, I shan't tell you again. Father, I thought perhaps your slippers had got dirty when you went out to dig those plants up.
Pat, don't fuss me. I know all about the plants. I'll be away and dig them up first thing after breakfast.
But you've already dug them up.
What?
Yes, they're outside the greenhouse door, Grandad. In those boxes you put on one side for them.
I don't get it. What's happening? What's going on?
Oh, be chambers, be bother, be dad and be mother. 'Tis the little people at work.
What's that?
Aye, that's what caused all this mystery last night. We had leprechauns on the land.
Oh, will you shut up, Jimmy?
There's no need to lose your temper, Father.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry I shouted, Pat, but I just don't understand this. I don't remember digging the plants up.
Neither did Alfie's Uncle Willie. He did things like that in his sleep.
Well, I don't do things like that in my sleep.
How do you know you don't if you're asleep?
I don't know, but that's where I'm going.
Where, Father?
Right back to sleep. I'll be done for my dinner. Until then, I don't want this thumping.
Oh, heck. Hope he doesn't walk in his sleep when he's on school dinners. I'm worried because he's started forgetting things.
What do you mean?
He might forget his pyjamas and start serving the salad undressed.
Yeah, look, Jimmy, I don't understand all this. Why is this newspaper I brought going to help with the plan?
Listen, you saw what I did when Specky Grimshaw, the paper boy, came, didn't you?
Yeah.
I took tonight's paper off him and gave him the one you brought, didn't I?
Yeah, that's right, last night.
And I told him to shove it through the letterbox, didn't I?
That's right. You said if he didn't, you'd shove him through the letterbox.
That's right. Now, Grandad will have time to see it by now. My mum's upstairs making the beds, and I'm going to knock at our front door and run away.
That's daft. What's the idea?
When me Grandad comes out to see you knocked, you nip in the back way and switch newspapers.
You mean I take last night's away and I leave tonight's in its place?
That's right. So good luck to me.
Oh, all right, Jimmy. Good luck to you.
With you helping me, I need good luck. Well, here goes. You get round the back.
Yes? Who is it? Hello? Is there somebody out there? Hello? Who's there? Hello? 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 No, I don't want to speak to the paper boy. I want to speak to Mr. Grimshaw himself. And I want him quickly, so get a move on, will you?
Father, what are you shouting like that on the phone for?
I'm sorting out that useless newsagent of ours. He couldn't deliver a bundle of old newspapers to a chip shop. Hello, hello!
Father, what's he done?
He sent me last night's paper instead of tonight's, the numbskull. Hello!
Oh, it's not like him to do that. Where is this paper?
I put it on the table when I went to answer the door.
Oh, who was it at the door?
Nobody.
Oh, I see. You went to answer the door and there was nobody there. I never heard the doorbell.
I know, it didn't ring. Hello!
I see. The bell didn't ring, but you answered the door and there was nobody there.
That's right. Well, don't stand there looking at me like that. Anybody would think I was crackers.
Yes, fancy them thinking such a silly thing. I'll go and look for that paper.
I do that. Hello, is that you, Grimshaw? Peter Incl here. Now listen, you've sent me the wrong newspaper. I'm always having to complain about this. 5 times in 3 years it's happened.
Father, put that phone down.
Well, what's the matter, Mum? We've just come in the back. What's the panic?
Yeah, what's up? Is Mr. Sinclair daft? Ill, I mean.
Hang on, Grimshaw. What is it, Pat?
It's the paper you're on about. It's tonight's. Look.
But that's what I'm telling him on the phone here. It's the wrong... What? What was that?
Hold together, Alfie.
It's tonight's paper.
Let me see. So it is. I'm a fool. I'm going mad.
Yes, yeah. I mean, are you?
Oh, look, Father, anybody can make a mistake.
But, Pat, all that business last night and now this newspaper, I could have sworn it was last night's.
You know what's happened, don't you, Grandad?
What?
The little people have struck again.
Now then, where's the boil down? Oh, there it is. Butter, cheese, large loaf.
Hello, Alfie. Are you the new grocer's boy?
Jimmy, where have you been? Your mother's been looking for you to go down to the shops. I had to go. Your Grandad will be home for his tea soon.
Oh, all he'll want is 6 aspirins and some hot sweet tea for shock.
What do you mean, shop?
Well, he went down to Waterloo Buildings.
Yeah, I know. He was having an interview there about that job with the school dinners.
Yes, well, after what's happened, I don't think he'd take a job feeding monkeys at the zoo.
What happened?
I got there before him. Now, there's a lot of offices at Waterloo Buildings, and they have a board with all the names on.
Yeah, I know.
Well, those names are on bits of wood and they slide in and out. So just before he got there, I changed a couple round, and after he'd gone in the wrong office, I changed them back again.
Oh, no.
Oh, yeah. After 5 minutes, he came out with the bloke, shouting his head off and pointed at the board to show him it was wrong, but it was right again. And if that hasn't convinced him he's going round the bend, he must be crackers.
You little devil. Now, look, you've got to stop this. It's not right. It's cruel.
You have to be cruel to be kind, as our teacher says when I'm bending over. Anyway, you needn't worry. I won't have to do any more.
No. This on top of that newspaper business is enough to worry anybody.
Oh, I've thought up 3 smashes since then.
What do you mean?
Well, my mum asked him to order a dozen eggs from the grocer's, but instead, the off-licence sent 12 bottles of brown ale. I told her not to let on to me Grandad, or it'd upset him.
Yeah, 'cause you ordered them.
How did you guess?
Hey, what happens when the grocer sends the eggs?
He won't. I cancelled them. Well, no be wanting the eggs the new, or expecting some from our Susan.
Susan?
Well, she has been cackling a lot lately.
All right, funny boy, but what else did you do?
Well, I took my mum into my Grandad's bedroom this morning to show her his bedside table. His reading glasses were in a tumbler of water and his boot was on the floor with his teeth on top.
Oh, heck.
Oh, but the best was when he found he'd put tobacco on his tomato plant.
Tobacco on his tomatoes? Hey, I bet he got a shock.
Not as much as he did when he lit his pipe. And found out what he was smoking. And anyway, let's get in the house and have us tea. All this brain work's making me hungry. How much longer are we going to wait for tea, Mum? My stomach thinks my mouth's gone on strike.
I wish it would go on strike and you'd keep quiet.
Who's talking to you, Scraggy?
All right, that'll do. We're waiting for your Grandad. He should have been back half an hour ago. Oh, we'll see who that is, please, Susan.
Right you are, Mother.
Mum, can't have a bit of something while I'm waiting for me tea.
A bit of what?
Well, a bit of steak, liver, chop and a few chips.
Oh, all right. We'll start. Grandad can have his later.
Will you come in here, please, sir?
Oh, thank you very much.
Mother, this is Mr.
Peacock, how do you do?
Oh, how do you do?
Mr. Sinclair, he does live here, does he not?
Does he not what?
Live here.
Oh, no, he do, don't he, Mama?
Quiet, Jimmy. Yes, Mr. Sinclair's my father.
Well, I wanted to return his wallet. You see, he came into my office today, took out his wallet, and when he left...
You put it in your pocket?
Precisely. No, I did, but I didn't pick it up until...
He wasn't looking?
Quite. No, I mean after he left.
Jimmy, keep out of it.
I haven't been in it. It's Mr. Partridge who's been in the wallet. Isn't it, Alfie?
Yes? No, but I don't know.
It's Peacock.
The brothers, Alfie. Those 2 fellas who've been in me Grandad's wallet.
We haven't been... I haven't been in your grandfather's wallet. Well, I have, but only to find his address.
He knows very well, Mr. Peacock. Ignore him.
Another word, Jimmy, and you'll be sorry. I apologise, Mr. Peacock. Go on, please.
Well, it's just that your father left his wallet in my office when he called, so I'm returning it.
Oh, that's very kind of you.
Not at all. It was the least I could do after the unfortunate interview we had.
Oh, you mean you didn't think Grandad was suitable for the job?
Oh, I don't give people jobs. I give them women. People. Partners.
I don't understand. My father came to see you about a job at the school, didn't he?
So I discovered in the end, but he came into the wrong office. You see, I run a marriage bureau.
You pick 'em, Jimmy.
Marriage bureau? Why did he go in there?
Looking for a granny.
Oh, shut up. Grandad wouldn't go to a marriage bureau for a wife.
Well, he wouldn't get one from the co-op.
Will you shut up?
It was very embarrassing. I mean, he was talking about schools and I was talking about marriage. I went quite pale when I asked him if he objected to children, and he said he'd be happy to take on 300 or 400.
Dear. Oh, yes, Yes, you must have been quite shaken.
I certainly was, but it was worse when I asked what sort of woman he was looking for. He said he didn't really care, so long as I provided enough of them to cope with all the children. And that in any case it was only going to be temporary. Well, I'm afraid I lost my temper. I called him a licentious old roue.
You didn't.
He went to strike me with his knobbly stick.
On your knobbly head. I should think so. He doesn't like cracks about him drinking.
Drinking? Who mentioned drinking?
You did. You called him a licensed old ruin. Broken down pub.
He didn't mean that.
Well, what did he mean?
He meant he was a dirty woman. He'll tell you.
Well, I meant your grandfather was the sort of man who went after, whose intentions were were not...
You wouldn't understand, Jimmy.
Neither would anybody else, the way these two are stammering on.
Or Grandad just wanted to go out with the women.
Well, what's wrong with that? Alfie goes out with you.
Yes, but I'm not a dirty old electric...
Oh, Pat, I'm sorry I'm late. Oh, you're here.
Oh, hello, Mr. Sinclair. I trust you feel better now.
Why, have you been ill, Father?
Oh, well, Pat, it's this business of getting things wrong. I went to Waterloo Buildings and I saw the office I wanted on the board as room 32, but then I went in and after all that, I found the board was just as Cuthbert said.
Who's Cuthbert?
I am Cuthbert Peacock.
Don't worry, we'll keep it a secret.
Anyway, I went down to the doctor's and he said I just needed a rest. There's nothing wrong, but I've probably been overdoing it a wee bit.
Well, you just take it easy for a day or two, Father.
Aye, well, I'll just away upstairs and take my best suit off.
You won't forget to put something on, will you, Grandad?
Shut up.
He's right, Pat. I'm liable to forget anything the way I am. If Higginbotham calls, tell him I won't be drinking for a week or so. Cheerio, Cuthbert.
Cheerio.
Oh, I don't like the sound of that, Father giving up his drink.
Neither do I. I'll lose a fortune in empty bottles. Still, if it stops him getting the job, I mean, he shouldn't start on the job if he's too ill to drink.
Don't you worry. He can forget the job.
We made a cup of tea. Well, Susan has, haven't you?
Yes, I just thought you might like one while we're waiting for Grandad.
He's home, so he can pour that slop away while Mum cooks the meal.
Don't you be cheeky. Or would you like a cup of tea, Mr. Peacock?
Oh, no, thank you.
He's no fool, are you?
No, I'm not. I mean, I would be if I had time. I would drink the tea, that is, but I am in rather a hurry to go.
You would be if you drank her tea. You'd be seasick.
Oh, Belt, how can you be seasick on land?
She makes the tea with salt water.
Mother, will you speak to him?
I'll do more than speak in a minute.
Oh, I'm sorry, Mama. I was only joking, Mr. Pheasant.
Oh, that's all right. Peacock.
Oh, sorry, Cock.
Oh, dear. Well, I must be going, Mrs.
Clitheroe.
Jimmy, if you say one more word, you'll be straight to bed, understand? Susan, will you see Mr.
Peacock. I'm sorry.
Yes, Mother, this way, Mr. Peacock.
Well, cheerio, everyone. I hope Mr. Sinclair's all right soon.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
Yeah, cheerio.
Ta-ra, Mr. Peacock. And as they say in your country,
You're awful.
Oh, don't encourage him, Alfie.
So Grandad's not having the job, Ma'am, he said.
No, not the way he is. Standing around in a drafty school dining room carrying food about, no.
Yeah, with his memory, the kids would be getting cottage pie and custard and gravy on the trifle.
No, the grammar school will just have to get somebody else.
You're right, Mum. I don't go to the grammar school.
Who mentioned you? I'm on about the job your Grandad was after, helping with the dinners at the grammar school.
But you said my headmaster was...
Yes, going to recommend your Grandad for the job to the headmaster of the grammar school.
Oh, so it was all for nothing. He wouldn't have seen Jimmy not having his food, me like.
You what?
Me Grandad could have seen I had a proper dinner and 2 helpings.
The problem is to see that you don't have more than 2 helpings. Oh, which reminds me, I'd better see what your Grandad would like for his tea.
Yes, build him up. If he makes a quick recovery, he might still get that job.
Well, goodbye again, Mr. Peacock.
Oh, yes. Well, cheerio.
What have you been doing, Susan? Fixing a date?
You must be joking. I couldn't get him out. I don't know about Peacock. He's more like a parrot.
He's a bit of a character. Oh, anyway, will you slip upstairs and ask your Grandad what he... Oh, he's coming down. Father, would you like some ham for tea or salmon?
Oh, I don't feel much like anything, Pat.
And after you went to all that trouble to convince your Grandad he was going up the pole.
What was that? Who's in that room?
It's Jimmy and Alfie laughing about something.
Well, I think it's funny. You digging the garden in your Grandad's slippers.
I'm going in there to see what this is all about.
No, don't.
What?
I'll take a leaf from my grandson's book. Just move away from that keyhole, Pat.
Yes, and it was blinking cold in that garden. 2:00 o'clock in the morning, digging up his blooming plants, so I'd think he'd been sleepwalking.
What? The wee devil.
What is it, Father?
Shush, Pat.
You thought you were so clever. A little genius.
Well, it was clever, switching the papers so he'd think his eyes were going funny. You'd have never thought of that.
I'll murder him.
Father, what are they up to?
They're up to their necks, only they don't know it. Quiet a minute.
Mine, the best was changing the room numbers of Waterloo buildings.
That does it.
Well, I feel sorry for the poor old man. Yeah, hello, poor old man. Yeah, poor old man. Mr. Sinclair.
Hello, Grandad. Are you feeling any better?
Much better. I reckon all I need is a little exercise, and I expect to get that very shortly.
Eh? Oh, good.
I have a confession to make, Jim. I've done something I should be ashamed of.
You've been pinching me comics again.
I've been listening at the keyhole.
Oh, well, I always listen at... Oh, heck.
Yes, and I heard every word. Come here, you scheming little delinquent.
Oh, get off. Stop him, Alfie.
Get away from me, legs.
Keep him off, Grandad. It was a joke, just a joke.
Those involved with the Clitheroe Kid this week were Peter Sinclair as grandfather, Patricia Burke as mother, Danny Ross as Alfie Hall, and Diana Day as Susan, with Edwin Apps as Cuthbert Peacock. The recorded programme was written by James Casey and Frank Roscoe, produced by James Casey, and starred Jimmy Clitheroe as the Kid himself.
Well, I didn't get smacked after all. Alfie saved me. I ran behind his legs and he fell over and he hit his head on the chair. By the time we brought him round, me Grandad had cooled down. Good old Alfie. By the way, me Grandad got the job, but it's only for a couple of weeks. Marvellous, isn't it? The fuss some people will cause over a few bob. Ta-ra!
We present Jimmy Clitheroe as the Clitheroe Kid, with Peter Sinclair, Patricia Burke, Danny Ross, and Diana Day in...
Weapons of Woe.
Jimmy, have you seen my eyebrow pencil?
Oh, don't bother me, scraggy neck. I'm writing a notice for the gang headquarters. To all Black Hand Gang members who can read, and Ozzy Higginbottom.
Are you sure you haven't seen it?
Oh, shut up. This is important. As the new head of the gang, Jim makes the following new rules. 1. Charlie Thompson is sacked as treasurer, and headman Jim takes over the lolly.
Oh, I'm going to miss my bus into town.
Well, thumb a lift and hitchhike. It's nearly time for the rag and bone man to go past.
That's my eyebrow pencil you're using. Give it to me, you horrible little delinquent.
Rule 3. 6pence reward to any gang member who'll take my sister to Africa and sell her in a slave market.
give me that pencil.
Oh, here you are then. I can't understand daft girls. They spend half the time plucking their eyebrows off and the other half drawing them back on again. Why don't you go the whole hog? Pluck your head.
Stop being cheeky. And listen, when Alfie comes, tell him I'll be out of the hairdressers by 6, and I'll expect him to wait for me.
Righty-ho, Susanna. Now, what other rule have I got to write? Oh, yes. Next week is catapult week. Get your catapults from Jim. Only 1 shilling each. I'll get Mr. Bramble to make the handles, which leaves one problem. Where does Scraggy Sue keep her elastic? Hello, who's at the back door? Hope it's Alfie. I want a mug to do me a favour.
Hello, Jim, it's me. I put my bike round the back to save my battery when it goes dark, because your granddad said he didn't like me leaving it in the front because he made his garden look untidy, and last time I left it in the street without lights after dark, a policeman fell over it. What time is it?
Time they took you away in a van.
You what?
I don't know the time. Anyway, you're just the bloke I want to help me, Alfie.
Yeah, me help you? I'm not doing it. Never again. Where's Susan?
She's out. Listen, this won't get you into trouble. It's only to do with being boss of the Black Hand Gang again. You see, it was a contest. The winner was the one who got most new members for the gang, and Ozzy and me were level at 2 each.
Ah. Oh, I see. You got another new member, and that's how they made you the boss again. But what's all this got to do with...
This new member's got a prize job in the gang. He's the transport officer.
Very interesting, but I still can't see why you're telling me all
And
this.
I'm giving this new member another title, Deputy Leader, like George Brown.
Well, I mean, why tell me of it? Oh, no. No, I'm not joining any gang.
But you've been accepted. You've got to be sworn in. I've got to instigate you.
Initiate me.
Oh, all right. Stand on one leg and I will. Then you can start your job as transport officer by running me on your bike to a farm outside town. All you've got to do is repeat the few magic words that will make you a member.
And what are these magic words?
Here's my membership fee, £1/crown.
Here's my membership. Is that who we've come to see? That old bloke sat on that tree trunk whittling wood?
Yeah, that's old Mr. Bramble. Our teacher told us he knows everything about nature. He's still waiting for something to baffle him. That's why I've brought you.
Just put your head under my fist, and while you're there, he can read your bumps.
I'm sorry. I shouldn't be rude to my deputy leader. After all, it's catapult week all next week, and the finals are on Friday.
Hey, you're not going shooting birds, are you?
Certainly not. A few daft girls, perhaps. No, we shoot at tin cans to find the champion shooter.
Well, that still doesn't explain why we've come here to see old Mr. Gorsebush. Your hedgerow.
Bramble! Our teacher told us he loves making things out of wood, especially for kids. So I'm giving him the order for 10 catapults.
Yeah, for the members of the Black Hand Gang?
Yes, Alfie, and as you've brought me, you can have yours at cut price. 9p.
Yeah, look, I'm paying you no 9p.
She'll hear you. Although he might not. Our teacher said he was a bit hard of hearing. And he said Mr. Bramble thinks the youth of today are too cheeky and noisy. He thinks they should be polite, like in his young days.
Ah, well, he's in for a big disappointment when he meets you.
Listen, I've been watching that P.G. Wodehouse show on the telly. I'll give old Bramble a touch of the Bertie Woosters.
Yeah. I think I better come with you.
You will remain here, Jeeves, and guard your fiery steed.
You what?
Your motorbike. You don't want anybody pinching it. I won't be a couple of minutes.
Oh, all right, but hurry up. It's nearly 6 o'clock.
Right, Alfie. Excuse me, sir. May I please ask you a question?
Eh? What? Speak up, boy. What did you say?
I was wondering, sir, if I might sit here with you, sir, and enjoy the beauties of nature, sir.
Ah, you sound like a boy after my own heart. Yes, sit down, boy. Do sit down. Yes.
Oh, thank you, sir. I hope my speaking to you does not annoy you, sir, but I was interested in that piece of wood you are carving.
really? Yes, I didn't think the youth of today were interested in simple old crafts like wood carving.
Oh, but I am, sir. As I'm often saying to my chums in the poetry class, if only I could carve nice things for them out of the wood, especially poor Oswald.
Why do you say poor?
Oh, it's a family, sir. Oswald tries to be a little gentleman, but I ask you, what can you hope to achieve when you have a father who drinks and a mother who plays bingo? Ah, poor Oswald. He's always wanted to own one of those toys. I forget what you call them. A piece of wood shaped like a Y with an elastic fastened to it.
Ah, yes. You mean a catapult.
What, sir?
Catapult.
Oh, yes, catapult.
Yes.
I never use that sort of toy myself. I go in more for educational pastimes. Give me my microscope and a full box of assorted insects, and you can barely tear me away from my food.
Yes, well, don't you worry, my boy. I'll have your 10 catapults ready for Sunday night in view of what you've just told me about your stall at the Vicar's Fair. You say the proceeds are for a good charity?
Oh, yes, mine. What I'm very, very interested in. Well, you've been most helpful and understanding, sir.
Oh, not at all, not at all. It's a real pleasure to meet such a good, kindly, well-behaved lad. By the way, do you know that man?
Man, sir?
Yeah, the one over there by that motorcycle who keeps looking this way. He's coming over.
Now, look here, I've just realised the time. It's well after 6 o'clock and I shouldn't be here hanging about like this.
Who is this man?
He knows who I am, and it's not right me being kept waiting like this. 25 past 6. Susan will come out.
Susan?
His wife, the bingo lady.
Ah, you mean...
Yes, sir, dear Oswald's father.
Susan, it's silly going on like this. It's 3 days since Alfie went off with Jimmy and left you waiting. You know you'll have to forgive him sometime, so what's the point of prolonging it?
He's always letting me down. He needs a blinking good lesson.
Oh, I think he's had one. He's sitting in the living room there like a puppy who's been smacked. Now go on, bring the tea in and make it up.
Oh, all right. I suppose it's not his fault, really. It's that cheeky puppy, my brother, who never gets smacked enough.
Can I help? Can I carry the tray for you, save you straining you?
I'll manage the tray. Just pick up the little table out of the fireplace.
Yes, I mean, well, I'm sorry, I tripped. Well, I hope I haven't broken anything except my head. I mean, I hit it with my head.
Oh, never mind the table. Is your head all right, Alfie?
If it is, he must have had it fixed this morning.
I'm not hurt.
Shut up, you.
Alfie was only answering me, ma'am.
You, I mean, as you well know. Here's a cup of tea, Alfie.
Well, thank you, Susan, dear.
Where's mine?
In the teapot. So go in the kitchen and pour it out.
Oh, all right, ma'am, there's no need to shout. I'll get me own.
You do that. Just have your tea and keep your mouth shut.
How shall I drink it? Through me nose?
Oh, dear. You've got no chance with him, Susan. He's got an answer for everything.
There's only one answer for him, a good smack.
Yeah, but Susan, I brought you this box of chocolates to make friends.
Thank you, Alfie, but there's no need for that. I don't like you trying to buy my friendship.
Well, hand him over here. He can buy my friendship anytime.
All right, Jimmy, just be quiet.
Susan, I'm sorry for keeping you waiting in the rain the other day.
Well, it wasn't just that. It was your silly excuse. Who ever heard of a grown man joining the Black Hand gang?
Well, I couldn't tell you I'd taken Jimmy to get some catapult on my leg.
Oh, sorry, Alfie. I tripped over your knee. Alfie was just doing his good deed, taking me to see a poor old man who was lonely. And he said it had made him very happy to talk to such a polite, intelligent boy.
You mean you took somebody else?
Oh, that's very good, Susan.
Yes, very funny. Alfie, we should take Susan to the theatre to see if they'll operate.
Hey, that's a good... Sorry, Susan.
Look, could we just have a few minutes peace and quiet, please?
I don't think so. Here's me Grandad.
Oh, you're back, Father. Cup of tea?
In a minute, Pat, thank you. First of all, there's something I want my grandson to explain to me.
Well, I'll try, Grandad. What's your problem?
You are. Now, somebody at the Old Age Pensioners Club tells me that you're very friendly with a Mr. Bramble.
Bramble. How do you spell it?
Never mind how you spell it. He'd been making catapults. And you know what I said would happen if I caught you with a catapult, my lad.
But you didn't catch me. I haven't got one.
Now, don't lie to me. Bramble told this friend of mine he'd made 10 for you.
Yes, but I haven't got them. Not myself. Have I, Alfie?
No, he's been selling them to the other lad. Oh, my lad.
You've been selling catapults?
Yes, but the old man sold them. I bought them because he's poor.
Now, I've warned you about lying.
I did buy them. Threatened siege he got off me.
And how much did you sell them for?
A bob a time. You snake.
You little money grabber.
Never mind that. What are these boys' parents going to say if anyone gets hurt? Jimmy's the one who'll be blamed.
And you and Grandad for allowing it.
But they didn't know, Susan. Yeah, I'm the only one who allowed him to...
You mean you encouraged this? You irresponsible idiot.
That'll do, Father. I've no doubt that he tricked Alfie, as usual.
Look, nobody's going to get hurt because it's all stopped.
What do you mean?
Well, I'm the boss of the gang, so I've told them there'll be no more catapult shooting. Anybody who uses a catapult will be kicked out of the gang.
And when did you decide this?
After I'd sold out. After I'd thought about it. How dangerous it was and that.
Oh, would you answer that, please, Susan? Till we sort this lot out.
Yes, all right, but I hope you sort him out for good.
Now, let's get this straight. You say you've stopped the gang using catapults, and Mr. Bramble's not making any more.
That's right.
Is that the truth, Jimmy?
Yeah, honest. See that wet? See that dry? Spit me death if I should lie.
Yeah, what?
All right, we'll say no more about it since you had the sense to stop it before any damage was done.
Oh, thanks, Mum.
Oh, come in, please. Mother, this is Mr. Bramble. He's brought something for Jimmy.
Oh, heck.
There you are, young men. And this must be your mother. How do you do? I do hope I'm not intruding.
Well, you are. Come back at Christmas.
Jimmy. Not at all, Mr. Bramble. Sit down, please. This is my father.
Pardon, I'm afraid you have to speak up a little.
This is me Grandad, me sister, Alfie Hall, and you're going, Terror.
Quiet! Now, not another word from you, my lad.
You don't have to speak quite so loud, Mr.
Sinclair, Jimmy's grandfather.
Oh, how do you do? You must be very proud of young Jimmy. So clever, so polite, and so very keen on his studies.
What?
It's very rare to find such a well-mannered young gentleman today. Jimmy, I saw a kingfisher diving into the river this morning.
Oh, bully for you. You should have dived in after it.
Yes, it was lucky for me. Anyhow, I've just called to let you see the first sample.
Oh, it doesn't matter. Any time will do.
Quiet, Jimmy. You've brought something you've made for Jimmy, Mr. Bramble?
Oh, no. I've made it for Jimmy. For his friends who are running the stall.
What stall?
The stall for the charity fair that Jimmy and his friends are looking after.
Oh, heck.
Go on, please.
I made him a lot of catapults to use on the stall. They're raising money, you know. But apparently the vicar has changed his mind.
The vicar?
Yes, didn't I tell you? He's in the Black Hand Gang now.
Quiet.
So, as Jimmy requested, I have stopped making catapults.
There you are, I told you. Well, goodbye, Mr.
And I've started making bows and arrows for him.
What?
Yes, I've got the first one in this parcel here, Jimmy. I thought I'd let you see it before I made the others.
You little twister.
Ma'am, I can explain. I think, if you'll only give me time to... Oh, dear, what a mob. No wonder we're poor. I could have made them all a fortune. First our school, then archery competitions with other schools, and then other towns and county championships. And I'd have been supplying all the bows and arrows. Mind, I'd have had to get Bramble an apprentice to help him. I wish I'd have lived when everybody fought with bows and arrows. Robin Hood, that'd have been the one. Arrow maker to Robin Hood. I'd have made a fortune. My Grandad wouldn't have minded then. I'd have made him work for me. Old Jock, my assistant.
Jimmy, I'm starting the breakfast. Go and call the lodgers.
But, Ma'am, I'm doing me accounts. I'm an arrow seller, not a knocker-upper.
Look, you told Robin Hood his merry men could lodge here. Go and call them.
Oh, all right. But they should pay extra for being called. Another groat a day. Right, come on, me merry lads. Wakey, wakey. Let's have you all. Friar Tuck, Little John, Alan Adale, Will Scarlet, and give Uncle Tom Cobley a shake. Give Uncle Tom Cobley a shake. That's another groat a day for the cabaret.
Did you call them, Jimmy?
Of course I did.
Well, you needn't have bothered. I've just found a message to say they all went out at dawn. There's going to be a big battle today.
Oh, good. I'll be able to flog 'em some more arrows. Back to the accounts.
Oh, that's all you think about making money.
I've got to. Times are bad.
They're not bad for you. That chest's full of sovereigns. You've made over £300 this week.
Yes, but what have I made today?
It's only 9:05.
Quarter past, you mean? That sundial's 10 minutes slow. Hey, up. Look who's coming up the garden. It's Friar Tuck.
What's he doing here?
Well, you know him. He'll have told him to keep the battle going while he has his breakfast.
But they took food with them out of the pantry. I'm sorry, I didn't get that, Friar.
It's come from Bold Robin Hood.
Pardon, Friar.
Robin's coming to buy some more arrows.
Pardon, Friar.
Pardon, Friar? Big Tom wants some more pie.
There's some more out in the kitchen. Help yourself.
Sure, that's Ozzy Higginbottom in a nightshirt.
Well, never mind him. You start getting the arrows ready for Robin Hood.
Oh, don't worry. Old Jock Sinclair, my apprentice, will be here any minute with the arrows.
Oh, Jock, your apprentice? He's 65.
I know he's a slow learner. He'll have been working all night to get 'em ready.
And that's another thing. 7 years you've had him working nights.
Well, he wants to work nights. I mean, look where he makes the arrows. The cellar of the Blue Boar Tavern after closing time. Every time he cuts an arrow, he taps a barrel.
Well, it's not fair, him having to make all the arrows.
Well, I pay him a fair price, an halfpenny an arrow.
Yes, and then you sell them to Robin Hood for 2 shillings each. Surely you could give old Jock more than a halfpenny. After all, he supplies his own wood.
I think he uses the empty beer barrels. Anyway, he only throws his money away on drink. Look at last Saturday. He spent twopence in one night. Anyway, never mind old Jock.
Quiet is coming. I'll be in the kitchen.
Hello, Master Jim. I am very tired. I've been at it all night.
I can see that. You've still got the froth on your chin.
I'm talking about the arrows. They're outside. 300 lovely arrows.
Oh, good old Jock. Let me see. 300 arrows at 8 each. That's 150 pence, 1 and 11. Here's 2 bob. Keep the change.
Oh, thanks, Master Jim.
Oh, you're welcome.
Robin Hood'll be needing those arrows. He had a big battle on last night, shooting, screaming, arrows flying all over the place.
Who was attacking him, the sheriff?
No, Maid Marion's mother. Anyway, Master Jim, that's the last job I'll be doing for you. I'm going to retire.
You can't retire. Where am I going to find another apprentice like you?
That's the trouble. I ought to be out of my time by now. I'm the oldest apprentice in the country, and I'm fed up going home every Shrove Tuesday after you've blacked my face.
All right, Jock. Stay with me and I'll make you the foreman. And instead of a halfpenny an hour, I'll give you 6pence a dozen.
Oh, thanks, Master. But what do I have to do as the foreman?
You deal with all the complaints from the men.
But I'm the only man who works for you.
Well, stop complaining and get on with your job.
All right, Master Jim. Wait till I tell the barmaid about my promotion.
I heard all that. You ought to be ashamed of yourself, taking advantage of a poor old man. 300 halfpennies of 111.
Look, I've got to make money while I can. Robin Hood won't last forever.
What's that?
Another message from Robin Hood. Pull the arrow out of the sideboard and give me the parchment.
Here you are. What does it say?
Is it safe to come in? Signed, Robin. Every time he comes here, it costs us another window.
Well, you better call him in.
It's all right, Robin. You can come in. The dorsy-looking outlaw.
Hello, it's me, Bobbin Rudd. Bobbin Red. Ruddy Bob. Bibbin.
Come in, Robin.
But I am not alone, as you can see.
Oh, yes. Is that something you shot in the forest?
I am Maid Marian, Robin's secret sweetheart.
No wonder he keeps you a secret with a face like that.
You're asking for a clout round the lug with me quarterstaff. Do not forget, I am the dreaded outlaw, Robin Bed, Dobbin Rudd, Ribbin Godgo.
Robin Hood, you Nottingham nut.
Don't talk like that. Robin is the protector of the poor.
Yeah, I rob the rich and give it to the poor. This makes the poor rich and the rich poor. Then I have to rob the rich who were poor and give it back to the poor who used to be rich. Oh, it does get confusing.
Well, it's your own fault for becoming an outlaw. You were happy at home as the village idiot.
Don't talk like that, you peasant. Just get the arrows ready.
Oh, all right. Keep your wimple on. There's 300 arrows outside, and I've slaved all night to get them ready.
You have?
Well, old Jock helped. Anyway, let's settle up. 300 arrows at half a crown.
Half a crown?
Well, you can't get the wood, you know. Arrows don't grow on trees.
You're overdoing it.
Oh, all right, then half a crown each.
300 half a crowns. That's £125.
£37.10.
Hello, we've got a grammar school one here. I'm talking to Dick Turpin, not his horse, Black Bess.
She's right, it's £37.10.
Oh, yes, but I'm including the ducks.
What ducks?
You want feathers on your arrows, don't you?
All right, look, there's £40.
Hello, the postman's here again.
It's a message for you, Robin.
Let me see. Well, would you believe it?
Oh, never mind that. Open the chest, ma'am, till I put the £40 in.
Oh, hey, I've got a lot of money.
I've been saving this for 7 years.
Oh, well, look, while you've got the chest open,
Yes.
hands up.
What?
Raise your hands. Maid Marian, wrap all that money up in the tablecloth.
It'll be a pleasure.
But, Robin, why are you doing this to us after my son Jim has supplied you with arrows for years?
Read this message. I just got from the sheriff. He's been twisting me.
Let me see. Dear Robin, as an old pal of... Mum, go and get old Jock. You'll find him in his little hut.
Don't blame Jock. You're the one who's been charging the high prices. Jock made all those arrows for only a halfpenny a time.
That's just it. He hasn't done a stroke of work since he came here.
He spent every night making new arrows.
He's been collecting old ones after the battles. For the last 7 years, I've been selling Robin Hood his own arrows back.
Those involved with the Clitheroe Kid this week were Peter Sinclair as grandfather, Patricia Burke as mother, Danny Ross as Alfie Hall, and Diana Day as Susan, with Brian Truman as the other voices. The recorded programme was written by James Casey and Frank Roscoe, produced by James Casey, and starred Jimmy Clitheroe as the Kid himself. We present Jimmy Clitheroe as the Clitheroe Kid.
In the army, I played for the Lancashire Fusiliers first 11, and I ended a glorious career with United.
Manchester United?
Well, no, Jim, Bootle United. You see, we used to play the visiting ships' companies when they were in the Liverpool docks, you see.
Oh, it must have been funny playing football on a ship. I can just imagine the noise the referee would make, blowing for a foul on the ship's hooter.
Blowing for a foul on the ship's hooter. Oh, Jim.
Hey, Mr. Twig, if you're imitating a football, your bladder's punctured.
Listen, Jim, I'm not kidding. You've got a jest and a joke for everything. Do you know, I'm going to enjoy having you as the new mascot for the Wanderers. You'll be a riot at half-time with the jokes and refreshments.
Oh, I'll be all there with me sliced lemons. Just think of it, me, Jimmy Clitheroe, being picked as mascot for the famous Wanderers.
Yes.
Staley Bridge Wanderers.
Anyway, it's a start for you, Jim, being our mascot. I mean, with your ability, we'll soon have you playing in the reserves, and then the first team in no time at all.
You think I'm a good footballer then, Mr.
Oh,
Twig?
indubitably. You've got a powerful drive for a lad. I knew it the minute I saw you knock that postman's hat off at 25 yards.
And I've just shown you I'm a good dribbler when you tried to take the ball off me.
Yes.
Oh, by the way, has your ankle stopped swelling?
It's nothing, Jim. It's a mere baggy telly. Now, you'll be starting as our mascot this Saturday, then.
Oh, yes, if you bring me free football boots on Friday. You, did say you'd buy me some new football boots, didn't you?
Aye, I did, Jim, frequently. You've asked me 7 times. Just you concentrate as the mascot on bringing us some luck.
Oh, I'll do that. I'll bring a horseshoe and clout the other goalkeeper with it.
Honest, there's never a dull moment with you around. Well, look, I'm just going to pop in your house and see your Grandad. He runs our football club raffles, and there's a discrepancy in his receipts. So I'll see you later then, Jim.
Are you going to stop here for a giddle? Our Susan's just coming home, all frosty face.
Don't you be rude. She's a right funny Judy.
Judy? She looks more like Punch.
What are you shouting about, Cheeky?
I was just talking to my friend, useless Tommy Twig. I fixed you a job with him. They want a mascot on their football ground with a live duck.
Oh, don't be silly. I wouldn't be their mascot.
Mascot? I'll put you down for the duck.
Get out of my way. I'm going in the house.
Out of the way yourself. I live here as well.
I hope Mr. Twig doesn't stay long. I'm hungry.
If you don't get out of this house, Tommy Twig, I'm going to spring you out.
Sounds as though he'll be leaving any minute now. Through the living room window.
Now, Father, just control your temper. I won't have you speaking like that to Tommy.
Don't worry about me, missus. I'm going. I don't want to stop in the same house as a mad Island bull.
Look, I'm not having you two falling out like this. This is all your fault, Father.
How can it be my fault when he called me a thief?
Well, I'll go to the foot of the pier head. I never called you a thief, Pete.
You did. You said I was a few bob short on my raffle takings. And I just bought a new car.
I wasn't connecting the two facts. I've always believed you were as honest as the day is long.
Yeah, but it's a different story after lighting up time.
Shut up, Jimmy. Look, are you two going to stop arguing and say you're sorry?
Yes, go on, you two. Kiss and make up.
I don't want to even speak to that man again, let alone apologise.
Right, Pete. That goes to me too. From now on, I shall be conspicuous by my absence.
Yes, but you'll still be seeing me, Mr. Twig, every Saturday when I'm your football mascot.
What? You'll go nowhere near that ground, my lad. You'll keep away from there, do you hear me?
But Grandad won't get me boots and Mr. Twig won't get his mascot. Oh, go on. Be like two Red Indians. Chief Tommy Twig from Tree, smoke and pipe for peace with Big Chief Haggis in the kilt. Oh, oh.
Now stand up straight, Susan, and keep still. I'm going to pin the hem up again.
Ma'am, never mind Scraggy and his new dress. What about me Grandad and Mr. Twig?
Never mind them. Shut up.
You what, Ma'am? Have you got the right teeth in?
Oh. Stop annoying Mother when she's got those pins in her mouth. Have you finished, Mother?
Not quite, love. Turn round to the light.
I don't want the hem to be too low, Mother.
Oh, no, Ma'am. Don't forget she's got a title to think of. Miss Knobbly Knees of 1965.
Shut up, I shan't tell you again.
Ma'am, you sound just like a female Tommy Twig.
Ah, that's better. Now, turn round, Susan. Yes, I think I'll finish it off now.
Right, I'll take it off.
Right, hang on. I'll open the curtains and give the neighbours a laugh.
No, I'm going upstairs to change. I don't think I could stand another funny joke tonight.
Right, I'll phone Alfie and tell him not to come.
I'll give you a smack in a minute.
Well, I keep asking you about me Grandad and Mr. Twig and you won't do anything. It's 2 days now since they fell out and there's no sign of them being pals again.
Well, I've tried all I can to patch up the quarrel, but they're just behaving like two big babies.
I know, they go in separate rooms in the pub to wet the dummies. I thought of a way Susan could bring them together again.
Oh, what's that?
Well, Grandad would forgive Tommy Twig in no time if he rescued you from drowning when you fell in the canal.
Oh, I wouldn't fall in any canal.
Oh, yes, you would, because I'd push you.
Don't be funny. Mother's tried all sorts of ways of getting them together again. She even suggested asking Mr. Twig to tea tomorrow.
Oh, that's a good idea, Mum.
Your Grandad said if Twig's coming here tomorrow, he's emigrating tonight.
So I'm afraid you've had your free football boots, brother dear.
I'll buy my own boots, and when I do, you better wear some shin guards down the seat of your jeans.
That'll do, Jimmy.
Well, I'm fed up, Grandad and Twig having the rotten quarrel.
You know, secretly I'll bet they're both sorry they fell out. But they're stubborn. They've got their pride to think of, so neither will make the first move. Oh, if that's your Grandad back from the library, I'm in the kitchen.
Right, Mum. Now, let me think. Neither of them will make the first move. All right, keep your kilt on. There is a way to get them together again. And I'll need the help of that well-known twit, Alfie Hall. Did you forget your key, Grandad?
I'm not your Grandad, I'm Alfie Hall.
Oh, of course. The clever, brainy Alfie Hall.
You are?
You must be brainy. Look at that big bump, that high forehead. Oh, no, it's your crash helmet.
Stay up, you fool. That weren't Susan.
She's upstairs having a new dress made. So while you're waiting for her, I'm going to tell you a fairy story.
Are you? Well, if it's Goldilocks and the Three Bears, I've heard it.
Listen, stupid. I mean, Alfie. Once upon a time, there was a Scotsman, a Scouser, and a Twit. Now, the Scotsman and the Scouser fell out. All over a little misunderstanding about some money. For days they quarreled. And then came along Jim the Genius and solved the quarrel. The Scotsman and the Scouser went to make it up at the Rose and Crown, and the landlord lived happily ever after.
Very funny, but where does the Twit come in?
You came through the front door, didn't you?
Look, shut up, you. Yeah, I'll tell you a fairy story. Jim the Genius was a funny little boy with a cheeky face and cauliflower ears, which he accidentally got when he bumped into the fist of his sister's boyfriend.
Oh, all right, Alfie, I'm sorry. Look, I'll tell you what's happened. Me Grandad and Tommy Twig have fallen out, and we've got to make the first move.
Oh, I think that you are.
Oh, it's a long story, so I'll tell you as we're going down to the library on your bike.
Yeah, all right, but what are we going to the library for?
I've got an urgent message from me Grandad in the reading room.
What message?
From Toothless Tommy. Forgive me, Pete, or I will fret. And please return my upper set. There's me Grandad over there.
Over where?
Reading the free newspapers. Grandad! Grandad!
Be quiet, boy. This is a library, not a football ground.
Well, would you believe it, Alfie? We've come to the wrong place. I don't think we'll be able to see Stalybridge United play here. This is a library. According to this tailor's dummy here.
Then shut up. I'm sorry, Mr. Dummy. Be a tailor. Give.
My name is Parker. I'm the librarian.
Really? Have you read any good books lately?
Just be quiet, will you? Can you read that notice on the wall there?
Let me see. Silence, please. I've read it.
Thank you.
Oh, not at all, and I'm glad I could be of help to you. Did they never teach you to read, or have you just got bad eyes?
Now, look here.
You've got to keep silent. Can't you read?
Will you give over?
George, did you catch what he said, Mr. Taylor?
Parker.
Oh, sorry, nosy, Mr.
Come over to your Grandad before I clobber you.
Right, come on. Here we are. Hello, Grandad.
Hello, Jim. You got a sore throat?
Look, this is a library. Will you please?
Yes, we'll keep quiet. Grandad, Alfie wants a word with you.
Oh, what is it, Alfie?
Well, I've forgotten.
Tommy Twig and me Grandad, you don't.
Don't call me a dope.
For the last time, will you?
We know. Put a sock in it. Grandad, Alfie thinks you should make it up with Mr. Twig.
Oh, do you, Alfie?
Yes, because Jimmy told me about what happened and what his mother said. She thinks you ought to move. Not leave home. Make it. The first one, because you're a big baby.
You're asking for trouble, Alfie.
Will you please?
It's all right, mister. I'm going to buy him a muzzle. Please, Grandad, won't you get in touch with Tommy Twig and apologize?
Not after he accused me of spending the raffle money on myself.
But according to Jimmy's mum, Tommy never said that. He made a joke that wasn't very funny and you took it the wrong way.
All I know is he was very rude and I've finished with him. And if you'd come to talk me round on behalf of my wee grandson, I'd remind you that I'm not the idiot some people take me for.
Right, you see, Jimmy, your Grandad's not an idiot. People just think he is. I mean...
Alfie, I suggest you go round and talk to Twig about making the first move before I make a move you might regret.
Righto. What's he talking about?
A game of drafts.
Draft?
Yes, you got him in a huff, and any minute now he'll crown you.
This is a right barber shop, Jimmy. I can see Tommy Twig sitting in the chair.
Good, in we go. But leave me to shut him up. You agree with what I say. Just keep saying yes. Or, better still, just nod your head.
That suits me. He's small, isn't it? Two barber's chairs and only one barber.
That's better than two barbers and only one chair.
You sure you haven't heard it?
No, go on. The barber showed his daughter with the commercial traffic. Now, go on.
He said, in that case, you come in and... Oh, hello, son. Sir?
Well, joking, Mr. Splendid. What's the end of the joke?
Oh, the boy, sir, the boy.
Don't ask me. I don't know the joke.
Jim, what are you doing here?
I want to see you, but I can wait till he finishes the joke. I don't want you to be suspended.
Never mind that. Oh, hello, Alfie.
Yes, I'll nod my head. Hello.
Just turn your head, please, sir.
Oh, right, sorry.
Mr. Twig, I am in a bit of a hurry, so if I can
Yeah,
just...
all right. I won't be long now. Sit in that other chair. You're next.
Hey, I don't want a haircut.
Oh, it's the gentleman, is it? Right, sir. Will you sit in the chair?
You what, me? No, I've just come with a boy here to say yes. Nod me head. Wait for him, I mean.
So wait for him while he doesn't get his hair cut.
Yeah, that's right. No, no, Mr. Twig, until Jimmy cuts his ears, chaps his ears, talks him up, round.
Listen, mate, if anybody looks through that window and sees you two waiting, they won't come in. I'll lose trade.
Oh, all right. Alfie'll have a haircut.
I had it cut yesterday.
Well, have a perm.
Jim, you can't get a perm in here.
Well, cut his nails. I'll fit their shoes off.
Shut up.
Look, sir, if you don't need an haircut, shall I shampoo your hair?
Oh, we haven't time. Just change the oil.
I don't want anything doing. I only came in while Jimmy talks Mr. Twig into apologising to his grandad. Below me, lad.
Jimmy, what's this about talking me into apologising? Do you mean your granddad?
Well, in a way, I mean, he's very upset, isn't he, Alfie?
Wait.
Me granddad about him and Mr. Twig not speaking.
Oh, yeah. But he's very cross with you, Mr. Twig. That's why you have to apologise. Oh, me lad.
Is that so?
Yeah, Barbara, have you got any hot towels?
To put on the gentleman's leg.
No, to put on the gentleman's mouth.
Now, look, Jim, you're wasting your time. I'm not apologising first. Your granddad was most offensive. Most offensive. He was like a madman.
You can't blame him, Mr. Twig. It was the drink.
Drink? He hasn't had any drink.
That's what I mean. Look, he's just a big baby. My mum said.
Well, I don't think so.
You would do if you saw him in the bath playing with his boats.
Now, Jim, don't try to kid me.
He does. He has 3 destroyers and a submarine. Oh, no, he got rid of the submarine. He kept sitting on the periscope.
Oh, he kept it. Oh, Jim. Oh, you're a wag you are, mate.
Well, now you're in a good mood. Will you phone him?
No. I'm sorry, Jim. Good mood or bad, I have my self-respect.
You have what?
Self-respect. Self-respect.
You what?
Self-respect. Self-respect. It's pride.
Oh, I see.
Mr. Twig, me granddad wants to be friends, honestly.
Well, he knows what to do, Jim. Just tell me he's sorry, and I'll forgive and forget. If he apologises, I'll be magnificent. But I'll let bygones be bygones.
Oh, but Mr. Twig...
No, Jim, I'm sorry it's upset your plans for Saturday, but I must remain amendment. Adamant. Firm.
Look, sir, if you don't keep still, I'll catch your ear.
Oh, sorry, mate.
You want to cut him off?
What was that?
I said you don't want him to cut your ears off, or you keep tripping up.
If he cut my ears off, I'd keep tripping up.
Yes, your hat would fall over your eyes. Hello, he's got another flat tire.
Look, Jim, you're a nice lad. I'm sorry for you, son. I hope for your sake your granddad comes to his senses and phones me up. You can tell him I'll be home in about 10 minutes' time.
Phew, a fat chance of him doing... Oh, yes, sir, I hope so, Mr. Twig. In fact, I think he will. Come on, Alfie. Ta-ra, Mr. Twig.
Eh? Oh, ta-ra, Jim.
Yeah, we're going then, Jim.
Yes, unless you want to stay and have your eyebrows plucked. Come on.
All right. Ta-ra then, Mr. Twig.
Ta-ra, Alfie.
Well, Jim, neither of them will apologise.
No, so we'll do it for him.
You what?
I just thought of it. You and me pretend to be Tommy Twig and me granddad, and we do the phoning.
We'd never get away with that. They'd recognise us voices.
Oh, not if it was a very bad line.
How do you know it'll be a bad line?
We'll make sure. Just get plenty of change ready, pennies and sixpences, and take me to that snack bar near the station, the one with the very loud jukebox. Did you get plenty of change, Alfie?
Yeah, I did. Shillings worth of copper and 5 tanners. But I still don't understand why you want all this for the phone. Tommy Twig doesn't live in Australia.
No, but I think your brains live there. The tanners are for the jukebox. The pennies are for the phone. I've told you. We play the jukebox while we're phoning so that me Grandad and Tommy Twig won't be able to hear us properly.
Oh, of course. So when Tommy phones your Grandad, but he doesn't, he'll think it's him and not us. Tommy, I mean, your Grandad, and vice versa the other way around.
Alfie, when you were born, the stork didn't bring you. It was a cuckoo.
What's up with you?
Oh, never mind. Come in the phone box here.
Ah, clever boy, you're forgetting. Before we go in the phone box, I've got to go in the jukebox. I mean, the money, I've got to put it in.
Not till we're ready to phone. I want you to have a practice first. Come in.
Oh, righto. Which one am I?
Alfie, all the daft one.
Righto, I'll be... No, you know what I mean.
I know. I'll pretend to be me Grandad because I can speak Scotch. And you be Tommy Twig because you can speak funny.
Okay, I'll be... What do you mean, funny?
Well, like Tommy. Go on, try Tommy's voice. You're talking to me Grandad. Say hello and you phoned up to say you're sorry, right?
Hello, Grandad. I've phoned up to say I'm sorry.
I said Tommy Twig, not his goat. He's not 100, you know. He just talks as though he's got no teeth.
I know that, but it's not easy. I've got all my teeth.
You won't have if you mess this up.
Now, look, don't be funny.
All right, listen, it's like this. Hello, Pete. I've just called to say it was all my fault and I want to apologise. So will you be my mathematics and bury the hatchet? Try that.
Oh, all right. Just a minute. Hello, Pete. It was all my fault, and I apologise. So, will you be unanimous and bury the hatchet? Chit.
In your head. You'd be better doing a bird impression, you know. The giant swan.
That's the first time I've tried it. Let me have another go. Hello? This is Tommy Twig. I'm phoning up to say I thought I might...
Right, Tommy's phone's ringing. I'll do my stuff first, so keep quiet.
You are?
Keep quiet.
You are? Oh, just a minute. That's better. You can't hear that blooming jukebox.
That's the idea, you dope. Open the door, Tommy's answering.
Hello, Thomas Twig speaking.
Open the door, Alfie. Hello? Is that you, Tommy?
Pete, is that you, Pete?
Aye, you're right, you can.
You what? I can't hear very well. There's a lot of interference on the line.
Oh, I can. It's my daft granddaughter, Susan, playing a stupid record.
Hey, what do you think you're to hold me like?
Who was that yelling, Alfie?
Aye, he's screaming at the record. He always does. When the Beatles are on, he faints as well.
I can't hear what you're saying properly.
I wanted to say I'm sorry for causing the row.
Oh, you mean you're apologising?
Aye, it was all my fault.
Oh, well, that's very civil of you, Pete. Very civil. I accept your apology with gratitude. You needn't say any more.
Thank goodness for that. I mean, good. You'll be taking Jimmy on as Mascot again then.
Oh, certainly.
Aye, and getting his new boots for him.
Oh, certainly. Now, don't worry, Pete. This call has made me a very happy man.
Ah, me too. I'll see you on the football ground at the pub on Saturday after the football. Cheerio.
Ta-ra, Pete.
Right, Alfie, close the door.
Yeah, but we need it all for my call. And we'll need another record as well.
I know, but I want to check you know what to say first.
Yeah, look, we've been over it 10 times. A child of 3 could do it.
For a child of 3, 10 times. For you, 11. Now, you're Tommy, and you're sorry for the row. You caused it, and you're a jollified.
I can't hear you for the music.
This is Tommy Twig. Twig. Like tree. The branch, I mean.
There's a lot of interference on the line.
Yes, it's my granddaughter, Susan. My wife, Mrs. Branch. Tree, Twig. She's on the line. Records, I mean, hanging out. Playing.
I can't understand the word.
That's nothing new.
Shut up. Not you, Mr. Sig. Hold the leg.
What was that? Somebody yelled.
It was me. My wife, Mrs. Twig, I mean, she was screaming at the beagle. When she sees a spider, she faints. Ow!
Did you say Twig? That's not Tommy Twig, is it?
No. Yes, Tommy, I'm Tommy Twig, and I've got something to say.
Well, what is it?
I've forgotten, Jim, what do I say?
You want to apologise, you idiot?
Yes. You want to apologise, you idiot? No, I mean, I'm an idiot for starting that row, and I apologise.
Well, it's difficult to make out what you're saying, but did you say you wanted to apologise?
Yeah, that's right.
Well, Tommy, if you admit you're in the wrong and apologise, that's good enough for me.
So we'll be friends again, and give me the music, stop.
You're talking in with your own voice, you fool.
Yeah, but I've got my own hand over the mouthpiece, you fool.
That doesn't... Oh, Alfie, you're not as stupid as you look.
No, I'm not. Shut up.
Look, never mind the music. Finish it off.
Finish what?
The call is waiting. Take your hand off. But talk like Tommy Twig, only quiet.
Hello? Are you there?
Oh, Tommy, we were cut off. You're very faint. Could you speak up?
Yes, but I'm not... No.
Well, anyway, it was big of you to admit you were wrong, Tommy, and I'm happy to accept your apology. We'll have a pint of bitter on the strength of it.
I don't drink beer. I mean, good health. What did you snatch the phone off me for?
Because I never like to see people suffer, Alfie.
I wasn't suffering.
Not then, no. But if I hadn't hung the phone up, he'd have got wife to you, and then I'd have had to hang you up by the ears.
I mean what I say, Jimmy. In future, don't leave your dirty football boots on my kitchen floor. Clean them outside.
All right, Mama, I'm sorry.
You will be if you do it next Saturday. I've enough to do without cleaning mud off the kitchen floor.
Oh, you're a lad, you are. Anyway, go on now. What else happened at the match?
But was Tommy Twig playing?
No, he's the manager. And everything else. Well, it was a draw, none each at half-time, so Tommy told the fullbacks to play the offside game. Keep well up, lads, until that when there's a through ball, they'll be offside. And you'll be up to the attack all the time. And there are.
Well, did it work?
Did they play them offside?
Oh, yeah. 3 times their centre forward was offside, and 3 times their linesman wasn't looking. We lost 3-0.
Oh, poor old Tommy.
Hello, sir. You sound happy, Pete. Mrs. Clitheroe told me to come in.
Oh, hello, Mr. Twig. Yes, sir, my Grandad was laughing at Alfie's joke.
Oh, what was it, Alfie?
It was about I don't know.
Well, what joke?
I hear you made a right boob at the match, Tommy.
What do you mean?
Getting the team beaten 3-0 with your offside tactics.
You Scotch blabbermouth.
Now, don't show your ignorance, Pete.
My what?
Ignorance. You don't know what you're talking about.
I know your tactics lost the match.
You know nothing of the kind. It's no use shooting your mouth off. You'll only have to apologise all over again.
I'm telling you that... What do you mean I'll apologise again?
All right. I mean, you'll be ringing me up to apologise like you did yesterday afternoon.
Me? You rang and apologised to me.
Oh, now, don't call that, Peter. I mean, why would I apologise when you was in the wrong?
I was. You called me a thief and that's why you rang.
What?
I would never have apologised to a loudmouth like you.
You're not only nasty, you're doddering. You're losing your memory as well as your temper.
Jimmy, do something. Stop him.
Oh, I've got my new boots now.
But you won't be the mascot anymore.
I don't want to be. I'll be playing football for the Black Hand Gang every Saturday. Just sit back and enjoy the fight, Alfie.
going on now?
Grandad's friend came round to see him. Hero follows jolly.
Those involved with the Clitheroe kid this week were Peter Sinclair as grandfather, Patricia Burke as mother, Danny Ross as Alfie Hall, and Diana Day as Susan, with Brian Truman and Frank Roscoe. The recorded program was written by James Casey and Frank Roscoe, produced by James Casey, and starred Jimmy Clitheroe as the kid himself.
Well, my mum stopped the row, worse luck, and when they calmed down, they started figuring out what happened about the phone calls. Alfie opened his big mouth and in went his big foot. I had to think quick. I told me Grandad he ought to thank me for getting him and Tommy friends again. Tommy said I was right and Grandad had to agree. Then he got cross just 'cause I asked him for £half-a-crown reward. Ta-ra!
We present Jimmy Clitheroe as the Clitheroe Kid, with Peter Sinclair, Patricia Burke, Danny Ross, and Diana Day in
The Case of the Crooked Parson.
I don't care if I am in the police station. I'm not having any big flat-footed copper calling me a...
Quiet!
You shut up.
Mum's right, Alfie. Shut up.
That'll do, Jimmy. I'm sorry about this, Superintendent.
I'm only an inspector, sir.
Well, I'm sure they'll make you the boss one day. Just keep on polishing your buttons and make sure you don't get woodworm in your...
Jimmy!
I know. Quiet.
Please keep quiet, boy, while I'm questioning my constable.
Sorry, sir.
Thank you. Well then, P.C. Carter, I was asking you why you didn't investigate this boy's story.
Because he's reported so-called crimes to me before, sir. The last one I investigated was the body in the shopping arcade.
When was that?
Last November, sir. Turned out to be a Guy Fawkes dummy for collecting pennies with.
I'm sorry about that one, Constable, but I did say you could let one of my sparklers off.
And another thing, sir. You ask Sergeant Wilson what this lad reported to a police car. A donkey, loose in the garden of number 12 Waterloo Road.
Hey, that's where I live.
Yes, if you remember, sir. You were the donkey.
What?
It was April the 1st and Alfie was digging his dad's old rhubarb up. It was just a joke, you see. A bit of fun.
Yes, it was a joke, all right. He kept calling the two officers in the car Jock and Fancy.
What's so terrible about that?
They were the chief constable and his deputy, sir.
Like I was saying, it was only a bit of harmless fun. You're not going to lock me up, are you?
Why not? You deserve it, you little monkey.
No, Pat. This time Jimmy's telling the truth for once. You see, Inspector...
If you don't mind, Mr. Sinclair, I'd like to hear it from the boy himself first.
Right, I'll tell you as one of your policemen would tell it in court. The story first started at the beginning. It was last Tuesday, the day before last Wednesday. I was proceeding the wrong way up a one-way street when I...
Oh, behave yourself. Tell it properly.
All right, Mum. You see, Inspector, I was with Alfie.
Yeah, that's right, on my bike in King Street.
Alfie, I'm supposed to be...
You see, we were just coming home from school. Not me, I don't go, I've left. I've been to see my mum and dad. Well, off, that is.
Do you mind, Alfie? The inspector asked...
They've gone to my auntie's for a day or two, and on my way back I gave Jimmy a lift.
Quiet! Keep him quiet, Constable. Stand on his tongue or something. As I was saying, I shouted to Alfie to stop, because I wanted him to buy me some sweets, and we pulled up outside that block of shops in Kingston. Oh, go on, Alfie, it won't take you a minute. Nip in that shop and get me a quarter of jelly babies.
I can't buy you jelly babies in that betting shop.
No, and I'll bet you can't put your shirt on Lester Piggott in that toffee shop next door.
Oh, I'm sorry, I hadn't noticed a toffee shop. Now, what am I getting you?
I'll have a pound of jelly babies.
All right, get a pound?
Well, if you think it's not enough, make it 2.
You'll have a quarter, that's all you're getting.
Oh, all right. While you're in there, I'll have a walk over to that betting shop.
Give over, you can't go in that betting shop. Your mother would go mad if I let you go in one of them places.
Well, there can't be much wrong with them. A parson's just gone in that one.
A pass? Oh, of course. Well, you see, he'll be putting last Sunday's collection on a horse so he can win his organist some new pipes.
Listen, I'm telling you, Alfie, a big bloke just went in that betting shop and he was turning his coat collar up, but I'm sure he had a dog collar on.
Oh, you and your fairy tales. A parson going in a betting shop.
I'm telling you, it's true. I'll bet he puts the ticket in his pocket, forgets what's on it, and next Sunday he says, "And now for our next hymn. Hallelujah, 3:30, Haydock Park."
You know, I don't know which of the worst, your corny jokes or your fairy stories. You know, you stop here, I won't be a minute.
I'm sure that bloke had a dog collar on. I'll go to the door and peep inside. Now, let me see. Whoops!
What the... Out of my way, you horrible brat.
Oh, I'm sorry, Vicar. You shouldn't be in such a rush.
Yeah, I'll drop my wallet thanks to you.
I'll get it for you.
Don't touch it, I'll get it myself.
Hey, I was right. You have got a dog collar on.
None of your business, you perishing nuisance, and keep out of my way in future.
Now, what's upset the Vicar? Perhaps one of his bell ringers has dropped a clanger.
That you thief, come back. Get out of my way, Sonny. What a day, my life, he's got away.
He's just gone round the corner.
Oh, that anyone should have my luck. First Rachel is wanting a new fur coat, then the kids are having the measles, and now I'm being swindled out of 15 quid. Son, you want to buy a business cheap?
Oh, it's your betting shop. Is that your name painted on the window? You're Happy Harry, the punter's friend.
That's me. What a life. On top of all my troubles, that big geezer comes in now and swindles me. 15 quid he collects on somebody else's account.
Ooh, the crafty old parson. He's all there with his in boots.
Parson? Parson? If he's a parson, I'm the Prime Minister of Israel. He's a con man, a crook.
Well, let's get the police then. And if they want a description, I can tell them what he looks like.
No, son. The business is bad enough without my clients seeing the police coming in the place.
Well, I think he should be caught and shoved in jail. He didn't only pretend to be a vicar and rob you. He called me an horrible brat.
Never mind. I don't want no trouble. My life for this, I give up the tailoring trade.
Oh, what a shame being swindled like that. I'll bet if I got the police to catch that crook, Happy Harry would thank me with the 10-bob note.
Oh, you dear. Yeah, come on, grab your sweets and let's get back to your house.
Right, Alfie. Straight on to the top of the street. I want to see that nice policeman on point duty in the square.
Oh, all right. Hey, wait a minute. We'll be going the wrong way that way. This is the way we go, this way. What do you want to go that way for?
To see the policeman. I'm hot on the trail of a thief.
What thief?
The one who broke into your head and stole your brains. Oh, come on.
So that's the old story, is it, Sonny?
That's right, Constable. It's the truth, the whole truth.
And nothing like the truth.
That's right. Hey? Are you calling me a fibber?
Now, why would I call you that after what you've just told me? Here we have this bloke who, according to your description, has squint eyes, a flat nose and a cauliflower ear.
That's right. He's the parson.
And this parson, in broad daylight and wearing his clerical clobber, walks into a betting shop.
Yeah, but he wasn't a real parson. That's his disguise.
And to cap it all, we have a bookmaker who, having just been swindled out of 15 quid, doesn't want to try and get it back again. That's your story.
That's it. I don't want much for my reward. Just your helmet full of shillings.
You can put that in. You, sir.
Me?
Yes, you. The boy said you'd confirm this load of... this story of his.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I did stop to go in the sweet shop, and if it's proof you want, have a jelly baby.
Look, sir, you say you agree with the boy's story.
Yeah, he saw it all plain as anything.
When you were in the sweet shop.
That's right.
So he saw it all, but you didn't see anything?
No, but it must have happened because he told me after I came out of the... Oh, no. Oh, I'm sorry I've been troubled. Bye-bye.
I'll just complete this report in my notebook. Having listened carefully to this story given to me by the two alleged witnesses, and that no further action should be taken in this matter. I think you'll agree it was a reasonable attitude to take, sir.
Well, I'm sorry, Constable Carter, but although it sounded very improbable, you should have checked on it.
Now, look, Inspector, you really can't blame the constable for not believing my grandson. I mean, he's always telling stories.
Yeah, that's true. Take last Friday. He came home and told us his science master was a secret agent.
Secret agent?
Well, it's true in a way. He doesn't want the headmaster to know he has a part-time insurance round.
Then on Sunday he came home with news that he'd seen a flying saucer.
I did! It was the one Ozzy's mum threw at his dad for coming home.
You have my sympathy, missus. He's always telling fairy stories.
All right, Carter, all right, leave this to me. Now, look, Mrs. Clitheroe, let's get to the point where you said this crook had called at your house.
Oh, yes. You answered the door, didn't you, Father?
Aye. Oh, and there was this chap dressed like a Parson. And he said he had just arrived from Central Africa.
Which was a lie. The bus he got off had just come from Stockport.
Be quiet, Jimmy. This, Parson gave Father an envelope, said he was collecting for the Central African Relief Fund. He was organising this new thing, the,
Bigger and better cooking pots for cannibals.
He said it was something to do with a new education scheme for the natives. Well, I'd just put half a crown in the envelope when...
Half a crown? It was only as... Ow, me leg!
Father was just putting the money into the envelope when our Jimmy rushed up, took one look at the man and shouted that he was a crook.
Yeah, that's true, you see. I was with Jimmy and he was shouting, "Don't give him anything, it's Fred the phony parson again."
I see. And what happened next?
Oh, I can tell you that. I was thinking, I wonder if they believe this bloke's a crook, when something struck me. It was me Grandad.
Asked for it. The noise you were making. You see, Inspector, knowing what Jimmy is for telling stories, we just didn't believe the man was a crook.
Why should they?
Why shouldn't they? Have you ever seen a parson with hobnail boots, bicycle clips and a fag behind his ear?
Now, don't exaggerate. He didn't have to look all posh if he'd just arrived from Central Africa.
No, but he couldn't half talk posh. Different to what he did outside the betting shop.
Oh, why? What did he say?
Well, when my mum said I had to go to bed for calling him a crook, the parson said, "Oh, how unfortunate that the imaginings of a child's mind should cause distress. Let us be charitable and forgive the boy." And then, when they weren't looking, he whispered to me, "One more peep out of you and I'll swing." And he kicked me sit upon.
Right, Mrs. Clitheroe, you said that the man arranged to call the following day for the envelope.
Yes, in case we wish to collect some more money from our friends. He called the following afternoon.
Did none of you follow up the boy's allegation that the parson was a crook?
Well, I did, worse luck.
Well, how do you mean, Mr. Hall?
Well, when I heard the man say he was calling back, I told Alfie to hide outside our house. And when the bloke left, he had to follow him.
Yeah, I did. And he went everywhere. Here, there, upstairs, downstairs, in my lady's... Oh, no, it wasn't there. No, it was the other one. That's where he got rid of his vicar's dog collar, I think.
And that's when you and the boy saw him join his confederate.
That's right. They met outside a cafe, went in and sat in one of them cubicle things. This is the moment I've been waiting for. Earlier that day, I told Alfie to bring his camera with him. So when the crooks went in the cafe, I said, "Alfie, we're going in with your camera." Alfie said, "What for?" I said, "To take a birthday snap of that meat pie on the counter. It's 5 years old today." Then we sneaked into the cafe, hot on the trail of the two crooks.
Did you see where they went, Jimmy?
Yes, they're in the cubicle at the end there. It's by the window, so there'll be plenty of light to get a photograph. Go on.
Right, wait a minute. As soon as I take the photo, they'll both set on me.
pretend you're taking photos of everybody.
You what?
You know, like in that film we saw on the telly last week. The spy picture. Remember, the man said he was unsuitable for children. Then they tortured the spy. You went white and I got you a glass of water.
Yes, I remember. Well, so what?
Well, there was a girl in it who went round the nightclub taking pictures of everybody.
Oh, yeah. She had long blonde hair and a little black bird. She was a woman.
Get away.
Yeah, I mean, I can't go around like her taking pictures in my little black pretending to be a woman. I mean, a photographer, they wouldn't believe it.
What, that you were a woman?
Yeah, no, that I was a photographer.
Can I help you, sir? Do you want a table for two?
No, just a woman. Your photograph. I'm waiting for one, to take it.
Sorry, sir, I don't understand you.
Oh, don't worry, he doesn't understand himself. We'd like to sit at that table over there, next to the end.
Oh, very well. This way, please.
Thank you very much.
I'm afraid it looks like rain, sir.
Well, what does? Oh, yes. Yeah, that reminds me of a joke. The waiter said, it looks like rain. And the man said, I thought it was soup. You see, the soup was thin soup, and the man was pulling his leg.
Waiter, when you finish laughing, I'll have a cup of tea.
Yes. And what do you want, sir?
He wants flogging.
Shut up, you. Yeah, I'll have a cup of tea as well, please.
Yes, sir. Tea for two. Nothing to eat.
Am you? No, you mean. Yeah, no thanks.
I'll get the tea.
And get a big hammer in case Alfie tells another joke. Quick, I forgot. We have to keep our voices down. The crooks are in the next cubicle. The parson will recognise our voices.
Oh, yes, you're right. Hey, why don't we move?
Oh, give me strength. Because you've got to get a photograph of them to give to the police.
Hey, wait a minute. How can I get a picture of them from behind here?
Well, stand on the seat at the back there and snap them over the top of the petition.
Hey, that's a good idea. No, it isn't. I'll get a photograph of the top of their heads.
Well, say, watch the birdie. And snap them when they look up.
Oh, yeah. They look up at me and they'll see me.
So, you jump out of the window and I'll meet you at the police station.
Oh, me daft. Look, I'll have a peep over the top and find out how much I can see.
All right. Right, be careful they don't spot you.
Don't worry. Hey, pass the camera up. I can get the faces side on.
Oh, good lad, Alfie. Here.
I'll just get it in focus.
Here we are. Tea for... What are you standing up for, sir?
He wants a high tea.
I'm very sorry. I'll get down. Lay up!
Good heavens. Are you all right?
Oh, my leg. Oh, my leg, I can't move.
Can I do anything, sir?
Yeah, move the table and set the tea things on the floor.
Yeah, I was right, Carver. It is him. I knew I recognised that voice.
Is that the kid you're telling me about and all?
Oh, come on, Alfie, we better run for it.
Oh, my leg. I can't run.
Well, I'll run, you hop it.
Yeah, just a minute. What are you doing here?
We just wanted some tea, didn't we, Alfie?
Yeah, that's all.
You know you had no right to be standing on the seat, so you can't blame the caffy if you're hurt.
Standing on the seat, eh? Were you listening to our conversation? Here, Wiggin.
No, I was just taking your photograph. I mean, I wasn't. I didn't.
He was leaning over to borrow the sugar.
Very funny. All right, waiter, you can go now, and here's the money for our tea. We'll sit here for a minute with our friends, won't we, Carver?
Yeah. We'll have a nice little tea party.
We're not thirsty now, honest.
Right, sir. Thank you. Taking photographs in a cafe. Oh, hello, Constable. The alcove at the end's free. I'll be along in a minute to clear the table.
Right, George. Just a pot of tea, please.
Alfie, it's our friend, the copper off point duty.
Hey, Parson. It's the law.
Right, outside quick. Just that natural. You haven't seen the last of me, you two.
Constable, stop them!
Oh,
stop the crooks!
Not you again. I can see I shall have to start and find a new cafe.
Hey, you know that crook I told you about, the parson? You just passed him.
What are you on about? I didn't pass any parson.
No, he's not the parson now. I mean, he's not dressed.
Oh, I see. The parson's turned into a nudist.
No. No, he's changed his clothes, Jimmy means. He's not a parson to look at, although he's still the parson, the one who was pretending to be. I mean, the crook who looks like a parson, only he doesn't now.
Look, if you two start again, I'll arrest you both for obstructing an officer in the execution of his tea.
So you managed to get them out of trouble, Susan?
Yes, here they are, saved from Dartmoor.
Never mind the jokes, scraggy neck.
Shut up, you. It was very nice of Susan to come all the way to the cafe to pay the bill.
That's your business. You left your wallet at home. Anyway, I asked the waiter to let you wash up.
If you'd been on your own, you could have washed up for a week before I'd have helped you.
Fancy going in a cafe with no money. Hey, just a minute. Where's the 5 shillings pocket money you got last night, Jimmy?
In my pocket.
And you let Susan go all the way down...
The bill was £1.
For a pot of tea, £1?
Oh, no. No, the tea was only 2 shillings.
Well, what was the other 18 shillings for?
Alfie's a big tipper.
Alfie damaged a chair, Mother, and he had to pay for it.
Well, well, you two are back home, I see.
He's quick, isn't he, Alfie?
Yeah, shut up.
Why do you want to go in a cafe for your tea anyway?
We didn't go in for tea, did we, Alfie?
No, we went in for photographs.
Well, there's no need to be sarcastic.
No, I'm not. We did. We go in for pictures to take them, crooked ones. The crooks, I mean. The parson Jimmy saw with his pal. No, not Jimmy. The parson's pal. The other crook.
Oh, no, we're not on that again.
Oh, yes, Mother. No doubt the second one is a burgling bishop.
It's true, I tell you. They are crooks.
Now, look, we want no more of your lies. And you ought to have more sense, Alfie, than encourage him.
But I saw the bishop. I mean the other one. They were having tea and talking, and they sat down and said we were going to have a tea party, so they must be crooks. That's not right.
Don't say anymore. You're just believing what Jimmy told you. You fall for anything.
Yeah, it fell for you.
That's enough. Now just let the subject drop.
But, Mama, tell you...
Jimmy, now we want no more of it. You heard your mother.
Yeah, well, if we go to the first house pictures, Susan, I'd better slip home and get my money.
Righto, I'll be ready when you get back. I have to change my dress and do my face.
I'll do your face. Pass the poker.
Cut it out. You'll be going to bed now instead of staying with Alfie.
Is Jimmy staying with Alfie tonight?
Yes, Mr. Sinclair. My mum and dad have gone to my uncle's for the night, to a party.
So there's nobody to look after him.
That's right. All right.
Well, you don't want to be on your own, Alfie, when something goes bump in the night.
What'll go bump in the night?
You, when I push you out of bed.
In you go, Jim. The hall's lights just inside the door.
Right, Alfie.
Oh, I think we'll have a cup of tea before we go to bed.
Oh, where the heck's the blooming light switch? I can't find it.
Oh, out of my way. I know exactly where it is.
Fancy having a light switch on the floor.
Don't try to be funny.
All right, I've found the switch. There you are.
Come in the living room. I'll sit down for a minute before I make the tea.
All right, but I'll go in first and find the light switch. Now, where is it?
It's right here.
Oh, thanks, Miss. Help!
Grab him, Carver.
I've got him.
Right, let go. Get off.
Get off me, you big crook!
Yeah, it's no use struggling. Oh, my leg. Oh, you little rat.
Help me,
Yeah, well, if you try that again, I'll tie him in a knot.
Hey, that's a good one.
Right. Now then, hand over that photograph.
What photograph? The one on the mantelpiece at my mum and dad's wedding.
Ho, ho, ho. We've got a comic here, Carver.
Yeah. He's got a sense of humour. Shall I break his funny bone?
No, listen, if you mean the photo of you two, he didn't take one, did you, Alfie?
No, I didn't.
Now listen, Carver here got his name because he's very handy with a knife.
Oh, I see. Carving a joint.
Yeah. Only I don't carve meat, I carve noses. Off people who stick 'em in where they're not wanted.
Yeah, but I haven't got a nose. I mean a picture of a nose, sticking it where a picture. I didn't click it.
Yeah. Are you some sort of a nut?
Yeah, that's it. He goes around pointing cameras, but he has no film and he never clicks them.
Shall I get me knife, Parson?
No. Honestly, it's just a nut, aren't you?
Yes, I'm cracking.
All right. Take him upstairs and tie him up, Carver, and I'll search round it.
Yes, we won't disturb you. We're going to sleep.
I'll see you go to sleep.
Keep going, Alfie. I can feel the rope round my wrist getting a bit slacker.
Oh, I'll have to have a rest. My jaws are aching. Yeah, this rope tastes horrible.
What did you expect him to tie us up with, licorice? Oh, keep biting, a Carver will be back. The parson said he had to come back from the club before midnight to check on us.
Oh, all right. Look, pull out on your wrists. Here goes. Oh, it tastes awful.
Ow! That's me, you bit.
It tastes horrible as well.
There, just watch it. I'll pull us out of it. It snapped. Oh, what a relief.
Oh, thank goodness. Now, untie your feet and then get me loose.
Oh, all right, I know. When we do get free, we'll dash round to the police station and have the three of them locked up.
The three of them?
Yeah, the two crooks and our vicar for telling them where you lived. Right, I've got a knife in my pocket, so I'll cut your rope.
Yeah, but be careful. Hey, the vicar didn't know they were crooks. The police won't touch him.
Oh, well, I will. That's your hands. Loose. The vicar will get a shock when the organ starts playing I'm Forever Blowing Bubbles.
What do you mean?
I'll put salt powder down the pipes. There you are. Yeah, up you get.
Oh, that's better. Gum, my knuckles are sore.
Never. Hey, he's back. Carver's downstairs.
All right, we've had it.
He's had it, you mean? When he opens the door, I'll throw a blanket over his head, and while he's struggling, you clout him with that flower vase.
But it's my mum's favourite.
Oh, don't argue. Grab it, he's here.
Right, I'll do it.
Now, Alfie, got you.
What for this, Carver?
Sorry, lad, Alfie. Get the rope, we'll tie him up before he wakes up.
Right, yeah. We walk around for a bit.
Oh, let's have a look at your Carver. Off with the blanket. Oh, heck. Alfie.
What?
Don't bother about the rope. It isn't Carver.
You mean it's the parson?
No, it's your dad.
Those involved with the Clitheroe Kid this week were Peter Sinclair as grandfather, Patricia Burke as mother, Danny Ross as Alfie Hall, and Diana Day as Susan, with Brian Truman, Tony Melody, Leslie Dunn, and David Richardson. The recorded programme was written by James Casey and Frank Roscoe, produced by James Casey, and starred Jimmy Clitheroe as the Kid himself.
Oh, what a carry-on. It took us 5 minutes to get Alfie's dad round, but it took us 10 minutes to get Alfie round after his dad hit him. Oh, and by the way, the police caught the crooks, but not through us. They were stopped for speeding and started to fight with the coppers. So the inspector said there was no reward. He said, "You have the reward of being a good citizen. Virtue is its own reward." Marvellous, isn't it? I mean, how many whipped cream walnuts can you get for a pound of virtue? Ta-ra!
Jimmy Clitheroe as the Clitheroe Kid, with Peter Sinclair, Patricia Burke, Danny Ross and Diana Day in...
Susan, keep your head still or I'll never get these turlers in. Sorry, Mother, but I think we've been sitting here for ages. What was your idea? Having old perm on a Saturday morning when I'm busy? Yeah, I want to look my best for tomorrow. Ooh, you're only going to a christening. You're not being presented at court. Our relations are worse than royalty. Ooh, this turning stuff smells awful, doesn't it? Oh, it soon goes. Mom, I wanted to ask you. What a shocking pong! Kisses where you can't find them. I'm doing Susan's hair for the christening tomorrow. Oh, well, I'm sorry for the vicar. He's holding the baby with one hand and his nose with the other. Mother, when we go to Liverpool tomorrow, can we get my little brother on a ship? Get him to China? Listen, smelly bones. I don't want to go to Liverpool tomorrow. I'm fed up with Auntie Maggie christening a baby every year. She wants to start her own football team. And what are you talking about every year? This is only the second she said. Well, what was it we went to the year before? Oh, that was the wedding. Hey, Susan, that was when you first went out with that Alfie Hall. Mother, I hope you're going to make him behave himself tomorrow. He's a menace. You shouldn't talk about Alfie behind his back. All right, silly boy. You better behave yourself tomorrow. All our relations will be watching you. Oh, that's the trouble. We watch them, Mom. The Bunkum Bashers. They're all gentlemen compared with you. What is me, Auntie Maggie? Well, I can't stand them. All the men patting me on the head, and all the women kissing me. Still, it could be worse. It could be the other way around. Really useless. I've got 30-odd relatives in Liverpool, and not one of them knows a beetle. Stop moaning. Everybody thinks their relatives are funny. Oh, not like our lot, though. Oh, everyone handpicked. Off the floor at closing time.
Oh, hello there, I'm back.
Oh, that's funny. We were just talking about you.
What do you mean?
He's moaning about our relations. Yeah, and I haven't started on your plan yet. The hand and pork bottle throwers.
Now that's enough.
Well, one with our lot from Liverpool and the other from Scotland. What a mixture. Half scout, half haggis.
What's all this about?
He doesn't want to go to the christening tomorrow. Well, it's no fault for me. Before I go in the church, the vicar has me searched at the door. And when we get home, I have to sit there listening to a lot of daft grown-ups saying, who does he look like? He's definitely got the Liverpool nose. Oh, Finter's got the Scottish chin. And all the time he's lying there, looking like a monkey.
People always talk like that at christening.
Well, they told me off when I joined in, just because I said it looked like our coal man. He did have a big conch.
But Jimmy, that's not the kind of remark you make to the mothers.
Well, it makes Uncle Willie laugh.
I wish you could leave him at home. You'll shame us all.
I don't know what you're complaining about, Jimmy. You came home with a pocket full of money last year.
Yes, I had nobody to play with. You were all grown-ups except the baby, and he was too lazy to get out of bed.
You could have gone to that indoor amusement park to play.
What, and use my own money?
Oh, I suppose he's got a point, Pat. What about taking one of his wee friends with us?
Oh, better still, take me wee enemy. Who's that? My pal Ozzy.
Take Ozzy to the christening.
Why not? After the vicar's christened the baby, he can wash out his neck. It could be a day out for him, because we haven't been away this summer.
Didn't they go to the seaside?
No, all that happened was his dad took him into the park last Sunday and said, "Look up, son, you're on your holidays."
Well, all right, then. You can ask Ozzy. There you are, Susan. That's not all the fellas, is it?
Thanks, Mother. You come here this afternoon, eh?
Yes.
Thanks. I'll just go upstairs.
Allow me to open the door, Lady Clitheroe.
Thank you, kind sir.
Oh, not at all. Do you call again to have your hair done, madam? We're always glad to see you. You're such a change from all those poodles.
You're so close. Well, let's go around and invite Ozzy then, Jimmy.
Oh, there's no need for that. I'll be seeing his father in the barber shop. I'm away there now to get my hair cut.
Oh, not before time, Grandad. If it grows much further down your back, you look like you're wearing your sponge the wrong way round.
You good talk. You better take Jimmy with your father. His hair needs tidying up for the christening too.
But the christening's in Liverpool. If I leave it long, I might get in a group. Clitheroe and the Mersey music makers. Hey, Grandad,
What? What's the matter, Jim?
put your paper down a minute. There's a man here going to have his hair cut.
What about it?
He's as bald as a football bladder.
Now, Jim,
He's got more hair on his eyebrows than he's got on his head.
look, he's going to have a shave.
From the look of his head, he's already had it.
Jimmy, will you...
Who could have a haircut without taking his hat off?
Jimmy, will you keep your voice down?
It's all right, Grandad. He daren't turn round to see who it is. Not while the barber's shaving under his chin. Hey, Grandad, I wonder what's made him bald like that.
He's probably got a grandson like you. Thanks, please. Right, Jim, off you go now. In the middle chair.
Oh, it's that one who calls everybody whacker. Come on, Sweeney Ted.
Thomas, you whacker. So, what would you like?
A fishing for a pennyworth.
Oh, you're right, Trip, you are. Is it the short back inside, or do you want a rolling stone?
What's a rolling stone?
Well, I'll give you a touch-up with a hot tongs and brush the dandruff off your shoulders.
That is Dicky Dotty. No, just a minute. I don't want any of that hair cream on that smells.
It's got a very nice smell.
I know, that's just it. I'm the captain of the Black Hand Gang. I can't go around smelling like a bunch of violets.
All right. Just keep your head still.
When you're the captain of the Black Hand Gang, you've got to be careful. Charlie Thompson got smung out as captain for breaking the most important rule of the gang.
Oh, did he?
Yeah, he was seen in broad daylight with a girl. And that's a bigger crime than washing behind your ears.
You know
Yeah, if the gang saw me with a girl, you know what they'd do?
No, you tell me.
He'd stick a goldfish ball on my head, 2 skyrockets on my jersey, and launch me into outer space.
Charming. Morning, everybody. Oh, hello, Eggy.
Oh, there's Eddie Dad. I've been waiting for him. Hey, Mr. Higginbottom, I want to talk to you.
Sit still. Get back in the chair.
But it's not his dad. That's him. Tall, dark, and miserable.
Don't start any trouble with him. He's a bit touchy.
You mean he's cracker?
Shut up and sit still. Jimmy, behave yourself.
Oh, Grandad, I want to ask him about Ozzy.
What about Ozzy?
Is he doing anything tomorrow? Because I want him to come with us to Liverpool for the day.
If you take his mother as well, you can have him for good. Hello, somebody's got into bed the wrong side this morning.
Well, it can't be Ozzy. He sleeps on the floor.
What was that?
Ozzy told me. He sleeps on the floor.
That was one night we put his mattress on the floor because somebody else wanted his bed.
Who was it? The man from the furniture shop?
Barbara, pass me that razor while I trim his Adam's apple. Don't keep still, I'll be trimming his ears. Jimmy, will you sit still and be quiet? Heggy, we're all going to a christening tomorrow, and we wondered if Ozzy would like to come, to keep Jimmy company. Well, I suppose so. He was going to the zoo with his mother, but he can go another day.
Yeah, there'll still be a spare cage for him.
You know what?
The cages will still be there. Anyway, can you monkey have your Ozzy come?
Now, look, just watch it. I was in a backgammon when I left yours to come here.
Right, give the red man a call and catch you in.
You're asking for a smack. You should have had one by now. If you were my son, you'd be sorry for yourself.
I know, I'd have Ozzy for a brother.
I mean, you and the wife being such good friends.
Quite right, Mr. Matthews. What a friend for?
Well, you see, when the wife went away for the week, I said that I'd leave Sandra at her grandmother's tomorrow until I get home tomorrow night. And, well, now Granny's not well.
And Daddy doesn't like the idea of my staying at home on my own tomorrow. Of course not. Now, don't you worry, Mr. Matthews. You bring Sandra over first thing in the morning, and she can go to the christening with us. You can pick her up there tomorrow night.
Right.
Look, thank you, Mrs. Clitheroe. I've never been to a christening.
Yes, it's very kind of you, Mrs. Clitheroe.
Not at all. Sandra will be company for Jimmy. He was saying he had nobody to play with. Oh, I don't know. I like Jimmy, but I don't think he likes girls very much.
Oh, all boys are like that. They change their minds when they get a bit older, don't they, Mrs. Clitheroe?
Oh, yes. Don't you worry about Jimmy, Sandra. Once you're there, you'll have a good time. Jimmy can be quite a little gentleman when he wants to be.
Oh, that flipping barber! He ought to be in Australia shearing sheep.
Jimmy!
Look at me, I went out a young lad and I've come back a bald-headed old.
Jimmy! You've got visitors.
What?
Hello, Jimmy.
Oh, hello, Mr. Matthews. Hello, Jimmy. Oh, heck.
Hello, Sandra. Jimmy, I've got a surprise for you. You know you wanted a playmate at the Christmas.
Yeah, I've just seen Ozzy's dad.
Well, Sandra's coming with
And
us.
I told him that... You know what?
Yes, your mother says that you will look after Sandra for me tomorrow.
No, well, my mother wants to keep a big... I mean, you'll see her. And she's a girl and...
That'll do. Don't you worry, Mr. Matthews. Just bring Sandra round as we arranged. They'll have a good time. There's an indoor fun fair near the house.
Oh, fun fair. Well, just in case I forget tomorrow morning, Sandra, here's a pound to spend on Jimmy and yourself.
Oh, Mr. Matthews, just because it's a pound? Between us? 10 bob each?
Jimmy. That's right. 10 shillings each.
Oh, yes, well, looks like being a good day out.
Fine. Well, come on, Sandra. Bye-bye, Mrs. Clitheroe.
I'll see you to the door.
Oh, no, I'll do that, Mum. Bye-bye, Mrs. Clitheroe. See you tomorrow.
Bye-bye, love.
Are you sure Ozzy won't mind me coming, Jimmy? Oh, he can't come. He's too ill. In about 10 minutes' time. That's the box clever here. I don't want Ozzy to get suspicious.
Yeah? Oh, it's you, Clitheroe. Well, what trouble are you starting now?
Oh, he just wants to see my best friend, Ozzy, is he?
No, he's gone to the chip shop.
Why, is your vinegar bottle empty again?
I don't understand you. I mean, do you enjoy being thumped?
It's only a joke.
Well, crack one more joke like that and you'll be laughing all the way to the hospital.
I've come to tell you we can't take Ozzy tomorrow. The christening's off.
It's off?
Yeah. The vicar can't christen the baby, he's ill.
Oh, what's wrong with him?
He's got lumbago and smoker's cough.
Oh, really?
No, the vicar.
Oh.
You see, he can't bend over the font, and if he did, he couldn't say the name for coughing.
You don't expect me to believe that rubbish, do you?
Well, I was hoping, that's only part of it. The baby's ill as well.
Oh. What's the baby got? Distemper or foul pest?
I don't know. Which one was it your Ozzy had?
Oh, look who it is. Alfie Hall. Besides, if you said he got distemper, I'd believe you.
Oh, Alfie's all right. He may not be clever, but his money's in the right place.
I'm just going down to your house, Jimmy. Good afternoon, Mr. Higginbottom.
Goodbye, Alfie.
Where are you going?
The opposite way to you. Anyway, Clitheroe, the christening's off then.
Is it? Well, that's quick. It's only 5 minutes ago. Mrs. Clitheroe was on the phone telling me what time to be there.
Well, all right, then. We'll see you again.
You'll see me now, you little liar.
There, you pick on somebody your own size.
Not you, Alfie.
Yes. No, I'm bring it on. Are you going mad? What is a fight in the street?
Yeah, Mr. Higginbottom, you can't do that. Take Alfie in the house and fight him there.
So, out of my way, the pair of you, then. Don't worry, Clitheroe. Ozzy won't be coming to your fancy christening. Now, get lost.
Oh, Dick, come on, Jimmy. No sense in trying to reason with him. You'll be risking your neck just asking him the time.
If he's in a hurry, we know the time. It's opening time. Didn't we, Alfie?
Yes, that's right.
Well, he told us to stop you, didn't he?
Yeah? Well, I mean, what's that news?
I'll answer it, Pat.
Well, you see, Mum, Ozzy won't be able to come to the christening because he's got long throated, measles, haven't you, Alfie?
Right, but, I mean, Harry? But you and Grandad saw Mr. Higginbottom in the barber shop not 2 hours ago. Ozzy didn't have measles then.
Ah, well, they came all of a sudden. You know, galloping measles.
Stop talking nonsense, galloping measles. Now, what is wrong with Ozzy?
What would you say, Alfie?
Yeah, well, it's not measles. Perhaps it's, knuckle rash. I don't know.
Jimmy, Higginbottom's on the phone. What have you been saying to him?
Well, what did he say, Alfie?
He's going mad, shouting something about his son having not been good enough for the high and mighty Clitheroes.
Jimmy, I want the truth. What have you been up to?
Well, nothing really. How about it, Alfie?
Well, I just came up and I saw Jimmy talking to Mr. Higginbottom and I mentioned the christening. Well, he did. It was off. But it didn't because it couldn't be that quick. And we'll have to start turning bonkers.
So it was you caused all this trouble?
Yeah, no! I didn't do anything.
You what? You offered to fight him in the street? I did.
Better to fight him in that. I mean, you did.
I don't fight Mr. Higginbottom. I know. You said it was too big for me.
No, that's why I offered to fight him. I mean, somebody might say, I don't know what I mean.
Oh, never mind all this rubbish. The man's still on the phone.
Well, tell him Alfie's sorry for causing all this trouble.
Is that right? Sure.
I'll speak to him, Father. I'll tell him we want Ozzy to come tomorrow. He'll be very welcome.
Alfie, what was all that about when I was answering the phone?
I don't know. They lost me when they got on to galloping measles.
Galloping measles? What are you blathering about?
No use, Alfie. You'll have to tell him.
Tell him what?
That pack of lies you told me, Mum.
Jimmy, will you come out to the...
No, I won't. I'm stopping here till the train sets off.
Don't be daft. Somebody else might want to go in.
Well, tell him to try the first class. Anyway, they're not supposed to come in here while the train's standing in the station.
You can't stop there all the way to Liverpool.
I'll come out when the train moves off.
What's it all for?
Some of the Black Hand gang are in this station train spotting, and if they spotted me sitting in the carriage with Petty Sandra, that'd be me lot. You'd find me in the guard's van with my head stuck in a box of fish.
All right. Yeah, well, we're moving now, so come out.
Right, Alfie.
Oh, at last. Shove yourself in there like that.
You haven't got to be out. That's small in there. It's all cramped. Oh, it gives you a funny feeling, what we call hydrophobia.
Yeah, but that's what mad dogs have. Well, that's not what they have. Oh, what do my dogs have then? Crazy pups. Oh, they have Susan, Sandra. Well, I've been all under the rides and the slot machines. I've even have to tell them the son of a lover. I can't find Jimmy anywhere.
I told you you wouldn't find him. Not until you want some more money off me. Well, don't give him any more, Sandra. Well, Daddy said I had to share it. So half of it really belongs to Jimmy.
Yeah, but he's supposed to be looking after you, not just himself and little fat Ozzy.
Oh, I'm ashamed of him. He caused all that trouble on the train coming here, pretending he was a foreigner who lost his ticket. And then he giggled all the way through the service.
Yeah, I know, yeah. He nearly made me laugh. They told me about your vicar christening the baby, Charlie. Whoops. Have you dropped him in the font?
Well, the worst thing was in the taxi. He was very cross because I had to sit on his knee.
I know, he wanted to put you in the boot.
Come on, Sandra, can I have another 2 shillings, please? Oh, the great lovers of our lives, have they? Popeye and olive oil.
That's enough for you. Why aren't you looking after Sandra to see that she has a good time?
Because I've got to look after Ozzy. He's blackmailing me. If I don't keep his stomach full, he'll open his mouth to the gang tomorrow about me and Sandra.
Well, he's got nothing to tell him. Except you've been dodging it.
I've seen her 5 times, haven't you, Sandra?
Yes, but it's cost me a shilling a time. Well, don't give him another penny, Sandra, and let him spend it with you.
Get away. If I have to spend a penny, Sandra...
Dappleton. Whatever you go on, Sandra's going on it as well.
She's only a girl. She can't go on the same amusements as me.
Well, why not?
Because she's a girl. I want to go and kick the football, pump the punch ball, go on the rifle range, on the try-your strength machine.
All right, I'll go on them as well.
Don't be daft. If you hit the punch ball, you'll score £3 and a broken wrist.
Look, I'm no weakling. I'll probably do better than you.
Will you care to put your money where your mouth is?
He means have a bet. Just get your money out and shut your mouth. I mean, stop talking and back it. But back it with your money and don't talk.
Why don't you try that?
Don't let him trick you, Sandra. I know what he is with his bet. I'm not afraid. There's 10 shillings left, Jimmy. We'll split it, 5 shillings each. And whenever we go on, we'll lose the 10.
Oh, this is too easy. The vicar should have christened you today. Sandra Muggins.
Which one do you want to start with?
We'll punch the ball, and if you score more than £10, you can punch my head. And don't forget, as soon as we spend your 5 bob, you can get lost, because a bet's a bet, and it's no use crying after you've lost your money. I tell you, there's something wrong with the machine. You couldn't have scored £50 to my 25. Oh, we'll soon see when we go and try your strength machine.
Oh, before we go on to that, Jimmy, I did score more than £10, and a bet's a bet.
Oh, no, I can give the man the money.
Yes, but you haven't given me your head to punch.
That was only a saying. I didn't mean it. Just because you have beginner's luck, there's no need to get nasty.
Trying to get out of it, Jimmy. I had 2 kicks at the ball and knocked down 2 targets.
I know, and I'd have beaten you, but my foot slipped.
Just like your hand slipped when you were gripping the try your strength machine.
You really did. I've just had a run of bad luck.
Well, we'll see if it improves when we go on the rifle range. That's if you've got enough money left.
I've got enough money left, and I'm a dead shot. So keep well back, or I might shoot 5 clay pipes in you.
If you can't win, at least you're a good loser, aren't you? Isn't it strange, Jimmy? My rifle was fine, but yours was bent.
You kept breathing when I was aiming.
I have to breathe, don't I?
That's a matter of opinion.
You've won a lot of prizes, haven't you?
Yes, I have.
Sandra,
you don't mean you've beaten a great game.
Oh, shut up, scranny neck. The fluke. I think she's a witch.
Yeah, now don't be rude.
I said witch. She made me hands and feet slit and she bent me barrel.
I happened to have the lap to beat him on the strength machine, the punch ball, kicking the ball, the rifle range. I was lucky, wasn't I? After all, I'm only a girl. There's no thing in the world being me out. Fighting! Put your hands up and get out, gin slipper! What? He's not only that, it's obvious.
Where is Ollie? I haven't seen him.
You will if you go in the snack bar. You'll see 2 ears sticking out from behind a meat pie. That's Audrey, the squealer. What do you mean? Tomorrow he'll not only tell me I went out with a girl who sat on me knee in the taxi, he'll tell him she beat me at everything as well. So tomorrow he'll be the gang's new captain and I'll be his first victim. Oh, Julie, you don't mean you really get into trouble through me, do you? Oh, no. He'll just invite me to a little game of poker.
Did he play cards?
We don't use cards, just a poker.
Whatever they do to you, you deserve it for being so big-headed.
It's all right for you, but they'll murder me. Wait a minute, Jimmy. If Ozzy had something to hide, he wouldn't dare tell on you, would he? What do you mean? Well, I think I thought of a way to keep Ozzy quiet. You mean borrow one of those rifles? Oh, well, you'd have to do it. With my luck, I'd miss him and lose me shine. No, you go and get Ozzy and tell him we're all going for a ride on the day.
Here, Pat. Come on, Jimmy, ready to go.
Oh, boy, what a pity, Grandad. We were just enjoying ourselves, weren't we, Sandra? Well, I've enjoyed myself all day. Where's Ozzy? Oh, he's just getting me another bottle of lemonade.
You mean he's treating you?
Yeah, he's paying me back all the money he got out of me. He was blackmailing Jimmy, but now the boot's on the other foot. Yeah, and Ozzy knows it every time he bends down.
Well, Susan told us that Ozzy was going to tell on you. What happened to change his mind?
Oh, just a brilliant idea I got. You got? Oh, all right, we got. We noticed there was a man taking photos as you came out of the ghost train. He stops the girls when they're all scared with their arms around the fellas.
Yes, I've seen him.
Yeah, well, me and Ozzy sat in one car with Sandra behind. Then just before we moved off, I jumped out and Sandra jumped in next to Ozzy. And that's how they were when the ride finished.
You mean the man took a photograph of Sandra pretending to be frightened with her arms around Ozzy?
No, Ozzy was frightened. He had his arms round Sandra.
Those involved with the Clitheroe kid this week were Peter Sinclair as grandfather, Patricia Burke as mother, Danny Ross as Alfie Hall, and Diana Day as Susan, with Brian Truman, Tony Melody, and Susan James. The recorded program was written by James Casey and Frank Roscoe, produced by James Casey, and starred Jimmy Clitheroe as the kid himself.
That he wouldn't mention Sandra to the gang as long as I didn't show them the photo. So, seeing that he's my best friend, I gave him the snap and the negative for half a crown.